Here we go.
To take resources off you because he is mean. But he loves tacos.
Come on in, people. Let's go, let's go, let's go. See, engineering, you're here. Never, never. How you doing, buddy? Come on in, people. Ole, 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 ole. Ole, ole, Mac Taco. Tacos Chemtech, you're here. Come on in, people. Let's go. Lucy's in the house. Hey, yo. I know, Tech One, I'm not yelling. I know you're here. Jesus Christ. Ascendancy's made it in. Oh, Highland is here. Dark Tree Gaming's in the house. J-Berg. D Camel's in the house. Oh my God. D Camel's here. Colby's not allowed to see D Camel. He's got the greatest voice of all time. It annoys me. No, Colby, no. Back. Ole, ole, ole. She's like, what? She's like, what? I want to hear this guy. Oh my God, Ghost Pepper, howdy. Sammy Stitch, Ghost Pepper, jump on stage. I'd love to have you here as well. That'd be good to have you here. Come on. Oh my God, MJ Hack is in the house as well. Shockwave Prime has made it here. That's really amazing, really amazing. I just got asked a really funny question. It's really good. Hey, Lady Patu. Come on in, people. Shockwave. There we go. And Ghost Pepper's in the house. Ole, ole, Mac Taco. Wristbreaker, you've made it in. J-Berg, GW292 is in the house. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Galileo, 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 Figaro. Torin Avery, is this where I turn on this Raul Reaver IUU Shockwave? Yes. Yeah, Raul Reaver will be soon. Love the Zen. Elio Elzy's in the house. Kevins says that he loves the Raul Reaver. The chip's not here, Kevins. No, we can't do that. We can make that happen. I can get up. No, no. Stay away, D Camel. John B, how you doing? Susie Q22. Chronox is in the house. Sean Dog is here. LOD, Tech One. Grab your headphones. It's fine. You can grab your headphones. You've got time. Dun, 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 Where's Panda Man? Tell your family, your friends, your uncles, your sisters, your brothers, everybody you know to come on here.
Panda Man. He loves to win like no
She made it onto
can.
Twitch.
Hey everyone,
It's Panda Man. Mufasa's here as well. I think Mufasa has some great points on his stream. I was lurking. See, engineering.
But Sniper defeated him when no one.
See, engineering, loads to speak about with the mid-ops. I will be referencing quite a lot of things. Well, let's get through to the beginning of the show. Sammy Stitch is here as well. This is good news. We have great people coming in. It's absolutely awesome. Everyone is Panda Man. Professor Watts. Hey, Nigel, thanks for your content. You're very welcome, my friend. Welcome in. Sojim is here. Mufasa is coming in. Wow, it's going to be a panel and a half today. I'm getting asked loads of questions, which is quite fun. Albatron is here, probably the greatest. Moose really enjoys the ship. What ship? Ramscoop, how you doing? Who does this? What does he do? Mad Hatter, I don't even know what I do. Everyone is Panda Man. Moose bought 3 of the new shit. How did you do that? Tom Starr, come on in.
But Sniper defeated him.
Yes, he did.
When no one can.
If you get a chance, the podcast is out in all your podcast platforms. Please go watch that and see what you can do. Come on in, people. Come on in. We're almost at the big number. Not far away. Wow, wow, wow. Relentless is here as well. Make sure you go on Twitch. We need the number. Ooh, look at that number jumping up. 7 more, and we can go. Nemesis is here. Barkman is here. How do you find the FKR anomaly effect in the systems? King Gaza, I will show you that live in the gameplay. Maca Red Lobster, good evening. You beautiful Homan. Love the podcast. Thank you very much. I can't believe someone listened, but I appreciate you for doing so. Vasuba is here. Let's Fulmatron. Lodi is here. Now, Christian has made it in. Wow, there's a lot of people. Are you ready? Get people to come across. This is a big moment. Albatron. We need to hit the numbers high. You know who's online? We gotta go one-on-one. Yes, everyone, jump on in. Once the ad break ends in 1 minute and 20 seconds, we can move on to the song. Heading to the store to buy my ship. I'm ready for season 4. Corntails made it in. Another new member of the United Era. Kevin's with a 50 stream streak. 50 shows in a row. Wow. Okay. Chef Edge, thank you very much for coming in. Yay, Jim P.I. Bow. Green Tea is here. Oh, Green Tea's lovely to see you, my friend. And Corntail with a 5 streak. And then JR subscribed for 4 months. Remember, we're trying to hit Partner Plus this month. Bring back 3-tier BP. Oh, good. Doomslayer, I'll explain to you why you don't need that, right? Don't give me the headache. The ad's about to end. 35 seconds of ad. Let's go, people. Come on in. We need the big numbers on Twitch. Come on in, people. Come on in, here we go. Can we get another ship added to the archive? Let's Volmatron. Maybe even give you 2 ships added to the archive. How about that one, Let's Form? Let's Form, Voltron.
Street ahead, we're here to play, exploring galaxies every day. We are hosting the cosmic stream, STFC.
Tabby Mosa's here.
The ultimate gleam.
Jay Bergs and archive. I'm excited for that, Jay Berg. Highway to the sky.
The road is hard to find.
Once this song finishes, Colby will be live.
Keep on rolling.
Keep on rolling. I'm gonna sing it loud.
Keep on rolling. Briefings. Briefings.
Welcome everyone to Briefings. We are playing Star Trek Fleet Commander game. Welcome to M93.
For tips and tricks galore, news updates and so much more. Exciting guests and interviews too.
I can't hit those notes. I'm gonna try and do it. Just for you. And we are here. M93 is live. Infinite diversity and infinite queue. No one understands what that means. Literally nobody. And we have the Galactic Anomalies. We also have the unbelievable Prime Vault enhancements. And the Battle Pass has got a secret. Yes, the secret. Does anyone know what it is?
I never.
Oh, Colby does. Oh.
I wanna kill
Hostiles like thunder.
now afraid to leave. I couldn't feel like thunder.
Freedom's all I need. Briefings. Here we go. We're about to begin. Let's play the video and then we'll go to Colby to begin the show. Here we go. 1 sub. 1 minute 45. One sub, 1 minute 20. Gas there, please, people. 500 bits.
I'm so glad the podcast is live. Warp speed ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, Colby Checker.
Warp speed ahead, we're here to play, exploring galaxies every day. We are hosting the cosmic stream, STFC briefings, it's the ultimate gleam. Tune in for tips and tricks galore, news updates and so much more. Exciting guests and interviews too. STFC briefings just for you.
5 seconds left. 1 sub. Gas there. Press the button, somebody. What a voice, I agree. Welcome everyone to Briefings. We're playing Star Trek Fleet Commander game. We are on M93 and we're ready to rock and roll. The Battle Pass has a major secret that's gonna change the game, and it's really exciting. Are you ready for the new incursions that's coming through? And the quality of life updates are amazing. Alliance Tournament gets a boost. Loads of things get a boost. Thanks for the hype train, ladies and gentlemen. We got there. Thank you, Professor Walsh. That was beautiful. We love Colby. We do have loads of stuff to talk about Tech 1, and I think you're going to be happy with a lot of the things we're doing. Retro Fury says, can Colby voice train me to sound as good as she does? Yes, she is available for $1 million a minute. That is what's available right now. Colby, how are you doing? How are you doing? It's been a while.
It's been a while. Thanks for having me back. Missed you guys.
Exactly. It's always nice to have you, Colby. And so it's really amazing, people. Exclamation point Colby into the chat. You can go and help her. Go and watch her Substack. Her Substack's amazing. The story's so good, Colby. It also makes me sad but happy at the same time. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Which is
Also much like life.
it's so much like life, oh dear. The thing is...
Only that, isn't it, though?
Yeah, in it. But the thing is, Colby, oh, bloody hell.
Tell me, Nigel.
Yeah, so what we had is, we had a thing that was supposed to come out today. Everyone's really excited about it. It's got a horrendous name, by the way. The Raoul Reaver. It's
The what?
I know. So basically...
Part of the game?
Yeah, it's a Raoul Reaver.
Raoul
Reaver. Yeah, it's a Klingon
ship. Is it
ship.
English?
It's Klingon.
It's Klingon,
It
obviously.
doesn't sound Klingon, does it?
Raoul Weaver.
Raoul. Fatah! You have to do it. D. Camel says it's the USS Peacock. It looks like a peacock, by the way, if it ever comes out. It's like a weird furry thing that happens. But the thing is, they pulled it for very good reason, for performance issues and stuff like that.
All right.
And people are disappointed. And I'm like,
Yeah.
would you not rather have a good thing rather than a bad thing? How do you cope with disappointment in life, Colby? And don't say Nigel. Disappointment in life, yeah.
I'm like, well, I look in the mirror every day and I say, you're going to get through this. No.
No.
I think, what could I say? All right, soundbite.
Yes.
The name of the game, the point of the game is to have fun.
Yes.
And I think how you respond to things is what matters more than what's actually happening externally, because everything external allegedly is neutral, and then it's just, you could either choose to look at it like this sucks, or you could choose to look at it like they're going to fix the tweak and then they'll bring Raoul whatever.
It's
Back when it's working, and then it'll be better forever.
Do you know what Raoul Reaver sounds to me? It's like, hey, I had a mate called Raoul Reaver, and you'd be like, oh, cool. What does he do? I don't know. He works in the kitchen, in the Mandalorian hotel. Oh, okay, interesting. Raoul's a great guy. It's just Raoul. But
Raoul
yes, that's the thing.
It's cool.
And General Hoke says that lady speaks the truth. Colby does speak the truth. E11E. I'd rather them pull it and fix it than release something subpar. Looks like a good turning
because
point.
I feel like not to cut you off. I'm so sorry.
No, go for it. Excitement. It's
I
called
was just
enthusiasm.
remembering. Yeah. I like it. I just remember you chatting about when things get tweaked in the game, and that is maybe it takes you out, it breaks the fourth wall, and then you get taken out of it. So it's like you kind of get an opportunity to get lost in the game when it's fixed and better than ever.
Yeah, exactly. And we hope that, the fix, well, I'll explain a lot of today of what they are actually fixing, which is not what people think it is. The main aim of the podcast was designed to tell you that you should get the ship tier 1. It's fantastic at tier 1. It does a lot, helps you progress. It's the stuff after that they're looking at, which I'm hoping they'll do a good job. So like with you, Colby, when my singing lessons finish, I will be singing a duet live with Colby.
I would love that.
Yeah. Maybe we should pick a song that maybe like I can hit. Maybe if I rap and you sing, we can do that combo.
Okay. Do you rap, or will you find
What,
will
you
you
trying
find
to
it within you?
How dare that's a
No, listen, let's do it. Let's try all of the things. I was also trying to rack my brain if there's any music. I feel like your people would. I hate that I can't see anybody, but I feel like they would know. Are there any standout songs in any episodes that we could learn?
Oh.
All I can think of is Inner Light. All I know is Inner Light, but that's
Oh
not
my
an
God.
OG.
Strange New World is just come out. There was a Strange New Worlds musical episode. We learned the musical on one of them. Shall we do that?
Yes, immediately. Yes.
That
Send it
sounds
to me.
great. And we could just try and
We'll
perform
book a
it.
venue. Oh, you can't. You have to wear a mask though. We'll book a venue. We'll play it live.
If I wear a mask and
Will
you're without a
everybody
mask,
come?
this may look like a very different show that I don't think people want to see. They're like, why is Colby next to a guy
You're
with a mask?
It's a different version of the Masked Singer. Yeah.
The mask. Oh yeah, I could do the Masked Singer, where the really over the sized one. But we should do that, and then it would be a lot of fun.
avatar.
If people are up for that, that'd be amazing. Let's call it a
anything.
goal that we can hit, and we can do that. So let's get. If anyone would like 5 free subs to Colby's, DM me. First 5 to do so can get 5 free subs. Thank you very much, Colby. But if you wish to support her, ! Colby, go to the Substack. Go and follow her now. Look how wonderful she is. She always makes my day, and
That's
and
really
it's always
nice.
really great, and I really appreciate
This
you.
makes my day being here.
Oh, you're being too
I'm not
nice.
even lying. That's not even something I'm just saying to say. I mean it from the bottom of my heart.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's a British accent, just in case.
I did take. I did actually take a dialect class, if you can believe it or not.
Oh.
Yeah, somewhere in there. Somewhere in there is Cockney and Russian and Irish. Don't know where it is. I lost it.
Do you know what? I heard it, all of those in there in one go. Absolutely amazing. No, absolutely adore you. Thank you so much, Colby, for
Sweating.
coming in. And
Thank you for
we'll
having
see you
me.
Sunday.
See you Sunday.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll be here.
It'd be amazing. Thank you very much, Colby. We'll see you Sunday. Take care. Everyone say goodbye to Colby. Thank you very much. Any stuff like that. Where's the Boston accent? That's not a Boston accent. She doesn't have that one. A luchador mask and that, like Nigel's avatar. No thanks. LVC it. All right, Colby. Take care. No, Colby's laughing. I'm taking her off the screen now. She's off screen now. You're off screen now. Thank you very much, Colby. Take care. Thanks again for doing so. And we'll see you soon. Welcome, everybody, to STFC Briefings. Here we go. What chaos, what madness. And here we begin this show. Wow, that was fun, wasn't it? She enjoys it so much. Yeah, she is wonderful. I absolutely adore the woman. She's absolutely terrific and great in every way. And we have a lot to talk about today. So let me try and load up the game, because we don't have Quasel in today. So I will take him off the screen. And it's going to be an interesting one to do it without Quasel. We do miss him in every way possible, which is really, really sad. But we do have Ghost Pepper here. We do have Shockwave Prime. We have Sammy Stitch, who's one of the legends of all legends. I'm glad Sammy's joined us. That makes me really happy, and have someone else that can bring a different point of view towards it. Yeah, Colby's amazing. Guys, if you can go support her, that would be amazing. We only got hype train to level 1. Oh, God, that feels really, really sad. But that's okay. We will sort her out in some way possible.
Wait,
Yeah. Yes, Colby?
me?
Yeah, you?
And my fridge friends. I
Okay.
have an announcement to make. I
What's
obviously
the
prepared
announcement?
for this by not preparing. Does this make me look legit? Hey, subscribe to my channel.
Okay, I'll subscribe. Jesus, Colby. It's a bit too much. She appears everywhere. She will be back on Sunday. She does want to download the game. Joe, we recommend her to download the game. Why does everyone say no? And why is there silence? We have to have Pikes here. So there you go, guys. We will sing and thanks, Colby. We will sing one of the episodes of A Strange New Worlds. Ghost Pepper will be singing backing vocals, by the way. So thank you, Ghost Pepper, for agreeing to do that. That's really amazing. And Sammy Stitch will be coming in to do it there. Hello there.
Out your mind.
Yeah. What, Ghost Pepper? What do you mean? You're going to sing backing vocals? I mean, you and Colby.
I don't sing.
Yeah, exactly. A proper.
I know my limitations. I don't know that you know your limitations, but I know that me singing is not going to help your
Hey,
viewership.
she said she would love to sing with me. As far as I'm concerned, I'm winning.
Okay. Well, obviously.
If there were two people that I never want to hear sing, it's Nigel and Ghost Pepper.
Oh my God! Just like
Oh no! Now people will pay to hear me sing. Oh no, you don't want that.
Exactly. It'd be amazing. She's gone beyond that. It's really fun. With the updates in the game. I think it's been quite interesting to do that. Let's do one major announcement, which people have been confused about, just so people understand very clearly what that is. Territory, just so everyone's aware, territory does not get reset till the 1st of October. So the Battle Pass gets reset once a month, right? The territory doesn't get reset till the 1st of October. Just so you're very, very clear. No, there's no anything, there's no whatever, there's no curveball. That is exactly what it does. So a lot of people have asked the question, so I'm glad that we can at least answer it in some way and get people to understand that one. So just so you're aware. So that's the first thing that people need to understand. So the territory reset pass is definitely do that. Let me show you in game, just so you're clear. When you go in game and you click on Alliance and you click on your territory, right? So when you get your slots, when it finally appears, you see on your territory, and that territory, it says takeover. This does not reset till the 1st of October. Your schedule, no matter what it is, you even remove the timer now, so it makes it less ominous and not understandable, right? So that's the important thing. What's a TC? What's a territory? Well, you abbreviated, so you obviously know what that is, because I never said the word capture. So there you go. That's the first thing you did there. So thank you very much there, Lumzina. Wait, is another Lum person? How many Lums do we have? Okay, this is weird in every way. That's the first thing. 42. Yeah, exactly, which is quite critical. The other thing to be aware of is the Battle Pass has a lot of very good things in it. Does anyone know what's really good about this Battle Pass? Like in the podcast, we explain something.
Itching with childlike curiosity.
Yeah, I am childlike curiosity. It's very important about this Battle Pass is it's got a world-class exocamp in it. That exocamp... Yes?
That's it. Just a finger was all that was worth.
Oh.
Pick me. I
Full
know
time
what it
was
is.
worth
You know
five.
what the secret?
Yeah, 45. Yes, Shockwave, go ahead.
It's the loot exocomp.
Congratulations.
Sammy Stitch, you are unmuted, and I can hear a few things.
For a little bit, Nigel wanted me to jump on stage. I've never been
I
on
am
this stage.
server muting Sammy Stitch because she just failed her stage presence, and that is pass number 1. The Loot Exo, exactly that. So the Loot Exo, ladies and gentlemen, it's not prevalent anywhere. In other words, you can't see it. What it is when you go into the game, we click on the game, we go into events. The Loot Exo is not in the Battle Pass because everyone goes, where is the Loot Exo? It's not in here anyway, anywhere at all. You see the Loot Exo is if you purchase the Battle Pass, which I haven't. So either the $20 or the $100 pack has the Loot Exo in there. So IDIQ in the $20 one, when you get this, which is the Battle Exocomp, you get 2 Exocomps. You get the Warp range one, so you can make it to all the Galactic Anomalies, and you get the Loot one, which is here, right? That will come there. You get the extra builder, and then this is where your Prime Vault Varticles is, right? And it goes into gifts. Thank you very much, Retro Fury. It goes into gifts. And that's the thing to be aware of. This is a Prime Vault particle, so once you buy the $20 version or the $100 version of the pack, you get the Prime particle. The only difference with the $100 version is you get some extra Vengeance part and a few Klingon credits and all that sort of stuff, but this is the key. to that very clearly, right? So that's really important. Do we know for sure how long the EXO works for? Yes, I have an answer to that one, and I'll give it to you now. Just give me a second while I transition across. The answer is
20 days.
20 days. You get 20 days. Thanks very much, Shockwave, on that one. It lasts for 20 days. And then 28 days for the warp speed. So that is very, very good to see. I think that is fantastic to add to the game. It means you get the incursions loot EXO already from day one all the way through. And then when you add the incursions loot EXO on top, you get some nice boost to loot throughout the whole place. It's something you're really excited about. Do you think, Shockwave, that is something you're going to be chasing, and that you've got it now, and this little loot boost means you can catch up on a lot of loops, right? What do you think, Shockwave?
Yeah. Like this is good. We were actually talking about this earlier, me and a couple other players, where you can maybe sacrifice 5 of 11 on the bridge if you need. If you're going full loot crew, maybe you could sacrifice Doctor or 5 of 11 or one of those other officers and throw some power on there. That way you can go. Maybe you can, especially a good bridge officer, you can add maybe up to 20 or so more hostiles to your grind and stay out there longer and get more loot. And they get the same amount of loot. So it works out really well.
Yeah, really, really well. And I think that's very, very important to see. Brian says, can we ask that the bump up in the things in the $100 pack is lacking materials or something given what the $20 pack is? Absolutely agree. It's probably lacking quite a few things. Because remember, usually the $100 pack gives you officer shards, and it usually gives you the feature of the month's bits or something like that or whatever. But obviously the feature of the month's not released. I will say this, that I think what they've done is a very good thing. Right? Because, subject to everyone's opinions regarding the thing, it's a performance thing with the ship and its raiding capabilities, and what levels those numbers are is what they're looking at really carefully. Okay? So they're looking at the numbers to ensure that when you raid, it's really useful and really important, and it does pull a lot more than what you think, but also not pull too much that it affects players that are a little bit lower in that range. You know what I mean? So because, some people will go to sleep one day and they will lose all their Sigma RS, and they'll be like, oh my God, what am I going to do? This is going to be an absolute nightmare. So this is what they're trying to balance. The numbers that we got were very different. I say we, I mean the official CCs, not me. And the official CCs fought back and said, wait a minute, you can't have a ship that takes 25 years to upgrade or whatever. We were told it's going to be one of the fastest ships to upgrade. So we've said this to the people, and it's now completely different. There's a decimal point missing or whatever, and that's something that you need to be wary of. So the number one thing that they did was they were like, okay, we're going to relook at it, because I think that's really important to relook at, and we're going to focus on, getting it right for the player. So hopefully they can get it back to us. I mean, let's say hopefully they'll get it back to us next week at the latest. And that is important. Ramscoop says the fact that they didn't see it in the first place is an issue. Ramscoop, I think the numbers and the details of the numbers and whatever came to the official CCs really late. What they saw in the playtest was very different to what they saw in the numbers. So they assumed... you know what assume is? No, I'm not blaming the CCs. I'm just trying to defend them, saying that they got a different set of numbers, and they were like, wait a minute, you've changed it. You didn't change it a little bit. You went a complete opposite side to it. You went a 180 to the other side. It was way, way too far. You cannot release it. And I think a massive round of applause for Cameron. It takes bravery to do what he did, which is say, well, team, if you're not going to give us a very good product, pull it. That, to me, is a culture change. Massive culture change straight away. Because that is something that a lot of previously, they wouldn't happen. Do you agree? Absolutely do agree. That, to me, is a culture change. Because now, what are the next developers developing the next thing in M94 going to think? Oh, we better get it right. I don't want to be the one that's getting embarrassed that this doesn't get pulled out. Do you know what I mean? That has given a kick up the backside that needs to be done in a certain way. And yes, I know it means he did his job, Ramscoop, but what it is previously, leaderships maybe wouldn't want to make that decision because they're held to some financial thing or whatever thing that the company wants to make, so they risk it. right? And and I know Johnny Prime, I'm definitely agree with you. The culture needs to go a step further. They need to engage the CCs much earlier to avoid it. They have engaged the CCs much earlier. I mean, you know, I think it was Quasel that said on Ultra Vetica stream that they're seeing a playtest tomorrow for something with Alliance tournament already. That is engaging in something way ahead of time, right? And that's important. Jay Berg says he did his job. However, I do give credit because he is performing it at a higher level than the people previous. Absolutely agree. So well done, which means the official CCs are now, you know, not stuck in the middle. That was an official announcement. See, that announcement needs to happen way more with regards to things, and then official CCs expand on it. And that's really important. That, to me, is sensational. So thank you, Mr. Stewart. What you've done was a terrific job, because what that does is gives us a culture change. Now, Mr. Stewart, what I ask you to do is speak to every single type of player to make this ship work. And when I mean every single type, it means not a certain person's community, not two people's community, not three people's communities. You need to speak to diverse, different set of communities that can make a difference. Do you know what I mean? There's a community here. If you want to speak to any of them, there's a huge list of people on this stage you can speak to. You don't have to speak to me. There's some great people in Shockwave Prime, Sniper, if he ever decides to join us on stage, and people like that, you know, MJ Hat, Mufasa, loads of great people here that you can speak to that make a difference. That's who I speak to. I would come and just contact them. If you need their details, I'm more than happy to pass them along. If you need anything else with regards to that, I'm happy to do so. If I'm not the person that they want to have a conversation with, I pass you to people better than me anyway at doing it, right? That is what I request people to do so. Because Shockwave Prime, to improve this ship, right? So the refinery, if I tell you some details, the refinery, what you pull is almost like 4 times more than what you pull in your normal Sigma, right? So let me just show you, and then you can say it in there. Just let me just minimize my Alliance Tournaments thing and show people on the screen what I mean with the refinery, and this will give you very specific details. So Shockwave, in the refinery, right, you click on this refinery, you click on the resource, you guys saw it earlier, it appeared, right? You click on the Sigma resources. Here, you have things to pull. From pulling these 3 at 30 chests, right, you get about 216k Sigma, okay? A day that you can pull. On the Raoul Reaver version, you pull almost 4 times that amount from what I saw from earlier. Every day, using normal trit to Sigma trit. Almost 4 times. Do you know what I mean? So you're getting close to 800,000, 750,000, and that is worth it. And that means unlocking it at tier 1. So the ship unlock it at tier 1. Perfect. Right? So that number will never go down. They'll either go up or anything like that. So is it cheaper? Very good point. The conversion is equal-ish. You know, like a 1.2, 1.4 difference. Not a lot more, if you get what I mean. Forgotten Sex. So what ends up happening in incursions, raiding with the amalgam is even more valuable right now. Shockwave Prime, go ahead, buddy.
I'm going to say that, yes, Cam did his job. And that is more than what we can say for previous leadership that we know has been in charge. However, there with every positive, there's usually a negative. Not always, but most of the time.
Yeah.
Here's the negative.
All right.
Or here's the rebuttal. They had all of this time to work on something and to finalize those numbers.
Yeah.
You know, finalize whatever it was going into yesterday that did it, right?
Yes.
I don't know what it was. You said just a moment ago that it had something to do with maybe possibly, you know, fastest ship ever to upgrade. That, you know, that's what you said. I don't know if that's what they told you guys or if that's, you know, really what it was. Regardless of whatever the issue was, though. Whatever it was, whether it was how it raids, when it raids, you know, what it pulls, it doesn't matter. They had all of this time to correct it and to make the numbers look better, but they decided to do it on the last day at the last possible, just about the last possible minute. And that's the thing. I congratulate Cam for doing his job and for showing an example, because that's great. Because like you said, the people in the next arc now know, hey, if we don't get this right, maybe there's some embarrassment heading our way, or maybe worse.
Yeah.
But
true.
at the same time, this should have been addressed a week or two ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely should have been.
Yeah, exactly. Like Chronox says, you've got to imagine that before the feedback can be worked at, that means agendas need to be clear, time needs to be shifted. It's amazing that this is a first. Absolutely agree, because Chronox brings up a good point. Like the official CCs, saw a version, right? They looked at that version and said, well, this is pretty good. You guys pretty much the same numbers, yes. Then they were like, can we get updated numbers? Because every official CC does it to their ops level. So Chronox at ops 70, Quasel at ops 72, Jules Verne at ops 73. Do you know what I mean? And they all have it at their numbers. And they go, okay, well, this is pretty good. Everything was there. Same with Tiberius as well. And Tiberius brings up a good point. So we begged them for years that they release that they release bad content and don't playtest things. It's great to see them recognize content was going to be a miss and miss the mark and pull it back instead of doing it again. Exactly. And then, like Tiberius, right, he will test it at his level. Everyone's at their levels going, this is great, right? Then the engineers, the fantastic CC engineers go, hey guys, can you give us the updated number for the full ops 1 to ops 80, right? They finally got it, and they got it late, and you're like, wait a minute, this is not the same number as that. And the funny thing about it started off, oddly, in the private server, where someone posted, this is the number on the video, and this number is different on the sheet that we did on Loopstream, right? And everyone's like, well, that number is different. And you're like, wait a minute. And then when the numbers came, the CCs... the official CCs went, oh my God, this is guys, you can't go from, however many days it was. I have no idea what it was. But let's say sake for science, let's say it takes 100 days, or let's say it takes 200 days to get it to where your level is, right? And then they show them the number and it's like 8 years. Do you know what I mean? And you're suddenly going, wow, that's a difference. So the amazing collaboration of the official CCs who come in and we're going, this sounds absolutely insane and stuff like that. And remember, I had to record a podcast early, and even at the last minute of the podcast, it was wrong. And I was sat there going, oh my God, I've got to now re-edit all of this and everything like that. And then they went to Cam and they were like, hey, Cameron, really sorry, but have you looked at these numbers? These are not efficient enough for the player base. Yes, unlocking the ship is good, but raiding becomes pointless, which is the point of it. Otherwise, why have incursions and why try and upgrade incursions for that? And I think that's really, really cool. They are willing to make a big move like this. And what does Cam do when your leader makes a move like this? Is if my boss told me, sorry, Nigel, we're redoing this take because sound was really bad, I would be like, I better nail it the next time. I ain't getting a second chance. That's what terrifies me. And that's the thing that I'm focused on. And for me, I think it's a massive kick up the backside that they definitely need. And that is something that will make them go, okay, well, we better get this number right. So to get this number right, it's the amalgamability. Now, you can't just have a ship that completely obliterates someone's Sigma within the first minute, right? And you can't have a ship that takes 25 years to even get enough Sigma for it to be worthwhile, even if you tier it up. What you have to do is you have to, in G6 land, find a balance where G6 are not killed every time and their Sigma's getting smashed and demolished, but also open the doors for the G7s to get enough Sigma for it to be worthwhile. But the refinery itself, as it is without any changes, is already superb. And Mufasa's right. I'm really sorry to say this next sentence, and I mean it from the heart. Shield or share. You get a free shield every single day for free by doing your dailies. So, unless it's an emergency, which I understand, you should shield. Why not a zero a base in Why not 0 base in a few hours? Yeah, or whatever. War for Wall, Martok, Wharfhouse Martok. It's basically people, they have to find a balance, and that balance is where their gameplay and their statistics are better than what we bring here today. My worry is they nerf the refinery because people complain they are not getting enough. No, Lord of Chaos, the refinery will go, it's already good. It will either get better or be the same. So I'm telling you right now, getting approximately 700 to 800,000 a day of Sigma Trit is superb. Like superb. Using the same materials, which means, what does it do? It benefits your past progression. That's the important part. And then I'm now looking at the Uncommon 73 and saying, maybe I can catch up to Sniper one day. Or to Shockwave Prime with that thing. So ads have just begun. And that is really important for people to realize, right? And that is the key to this. Yes, Shockwave.
I would agree with that. It's important for people to realize, but it goes into with all the moving parts behind the scenes, and there is I don't want to sit here and act like I'm ungrateful for not receiving a broken product today, right?
Yeah.
I give them kudos for pulling it back. I really do. It's a first. I can't personally recall anything that's done it. I'm sure if I thought for a minute, maybe I could think of something. So it's a first. It needed to be done. Great. Awesome.
Yeah.
In the future, I want to see quality checks put in place. I think Mufasa just put in Discord chat a second ago that, he thought that thought everybody had gotten maybe just a 4-day notice on the play test. That can't happen. We've got to do better. They need to do better so that they can prevent this, because picture this.
Mm-hmm.
You have all the players. You've released a much anticipated product.
Yeah.
We've been asking for Sigma rating forever. I, on this stage, have joked about Sigma rating. I've said, make that better. Sigma rating, and to the point where you kind of snort derisively at me. So this is something that we've all been wanting and all been requesting, which is great. They got the taste buds going on Monday. They released that preview, which is great. But then they pull it at at hour 0 because of something that happened in playtesting. And while I'm thankful for that, it also presents, shocker, an identifiable opportunity. They've got to get better on quality assurance, because I have to say this, and I don't mean this to be, like I said, this is one of those things you're thankful for, but it is also a little bit of an embarrassment kind of for them a little bit, because they had this big, beautiful thing that they were wanting to release and getting people excited about, and now it's not here.
Yeah.
So all that excitement is for nil.
Exactly. And bear in mind that's where they're losing in the numbers with regards to that, right? So they've affected their own sales. Hopefully it won't take them long to do it. I don't know how long it'll take them to do it, but I hope that they figure it out as quickly as possible, right? Because I think that would be amazing to get that out. And there's a lot of very good detail with regards to ship, but just to keep everyone's peace of mind, they're not nerfing anything. If anything, it will only get better, or the refinery will only get better or stay the same, and the ship will definitely get better, because that's is supposed to be important. Humble to see, wasn't the battle pass supposed to be tied to the new ship and now parts of it? No, humble to see. So I think we explained it in the podcast, so just let me jog my memory, because I haven't slept at all today. I had a sleep score of 40, believe it or not. I've been on, editing, re-editing, trying to put a trailer together, do things, and all that sort of stuff. And also, I was, speaking to Colbs and all that sort of stuff. The important thing for people to realize is that, you've got, like, the battle pass itself was supposed to get speciality ship parts back. So Dauntless, things you need to catch up on, Excelsior, all these sort of things were supposed to be part of the battle pass, not the new ship. The new ship was exclusively attached to getting it in incursions. There was a sourcing in incursions. There are 2, hear the words, 2 sourcing methods in Alliance tournaments, and a further sourcing method elsewhere, which will come anyway, right? So not only can you get the ship from those 2 areas, there will be further places you can get it. Yes, Sniper.
Yeah, so couple of things on that, and I won't, tack on too much to what was said, but I think it just definitely speaks of like the timeline and some of the potential challenges because we don't know their internal processes,
Yeah, of course.
obviously,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And perhaps we shouldn't know that, right? But it is like a little odd from a time perspective. I'm fully on board for, hey, you found something that is going to be bad if it gets released, pull it and make sure you're releasing a good thing. I think what you're
Agreed.
hearing from a lot of people is, why did it take so long to discover this issue to start with, right? And how did the whole thing slip through the cracks? Because this seems to be part of the old pattern, and we're hoping will change. Is there's lots of different hands and lots of different people, touching things inside of Scopely, and there seems to often be a disconnect between teams, right?
Yeah.
And hopefully that's something Cameron is looked into, is aware of, or is already looking into. Because I don't know if this was like, hey, whoever spec'd out the ship or designed or engineered it versus who actually implemented it is two different teams, and therefore, there was some kind of big disconnect on what it should be versus what it actually was, but I think it ties into that and even ties in a little bit to the, expectations of what we would consider, a break. And I know there's never been officially the word break or anything, but,
Yeah.
This is a light month. And I think what a lot of us were expecting on a light month is we would have a release notes that is filled with all sorts of bug fixes, right? And we really didn't see that from this release note. So the one feature,
Yeah.
got pulled, and we didn't see any major bug fixes. There was some quality of life stuff, which is great.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the hostile counter, yes, please, right? Finally,
Oh my
that's
God.
awesome. But you know, the thing is with a break, right? Like, so a content break when we have it, it's from our perspective, right? Meaning, right now, if we consider this a break or a light month, or right, because there's not too much to do or too much to get or too much new content, right? But if we think about it from a timeline perspective,
Yeah.
like the developer's job is done when the content gets released, right? Their work actually happens before the content gets released, right? They spend presumably months ahead of
Yeah.
the arc doing all the development work, right? So us being on a break right now, I mean, that makes things easier, presumably for live ops and other people like that. But this shouldn't be the time when the developers are working, because the developers should have been working on all the bug fixes while they were not developing new stuff for this month's arc.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
so the question becomes, where are all the bug fixes that they should have been working on this month leading up to this arc that should now be in this arc?
Yeah.
You know,
No.
so what we as a community were expecting is, okay, very small, tiny amount of content, huge list of bug fixes, right? And I don't think we got that. So, and then you pack on the fact that the ship got delayed, which again, understandable from a certain perspective, but certain challenges. So that's a little bit what I'd be curious about.
Mhm.
Is what happened to what were their developers doing during their break of not creating content for this arc, right?
Yeah.
That would be my number one question. Second thing is, you know, the whole thing with and I know it's a little different topic, but just throw it in here quick because I
Yeah.
can't stay on for too long.
Yeah.
But
Of course.
the whole thing with the battle pass,
Yes.
I'm just, it's hitting me very strangely because
Okay.
uh, they always are messing with this $100 pack as of late, and I
Yes.
don't get why sometimes you have materials in there, sometimes you don't. It should just always have materials. I don't get what this whole playing around with it is.
Yeah. But
So now
choice tokens,
yeah,
though.
go ahead.
Yeah. But choice tokens. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Are,
But
are choice tokens in it? Oh, you mean the main no, the battle pass? Sure, no, that's great. I'm talking about
yeah.
the
The
different
$100
the
pack.
$100 pack
Yes.
itself. Yeah, because now if I'm looking at it,
Yeah.
what's the real difference between the $20 pack and the $100 pack? Especially now that we don't have the mythic track. And it's weird because I know even I was originally like with the mythic track. Oh, why do we need a mythic track? Although I was, if you recall, I was somewhat of a fan of the idea, just not the implementation or the first month it was implemented, and then they went back and improved some of the values, and I was a much bigger fan of it. So it just seems like now with taking away the mythic track, but plus also making the $100 pack, without mats and without a lot of difference
True.
between the $20
Yeah.
pack and the $100 pack, like it seems like again a pull in the extreme to a different direction, right? Because now if I'm someone who's like, okay, I'm definitely going to buy the $20, no problem, but like, what is convincing me to to spend more than $20, right, or
Yeah.
to go all the way up to the $100?
Well,
I mean,
yeah, it's
like in my example,
Yeah.
in my case, for example, like, okay, I have a max vengeance, I have no need for additional vengeance. I got more epic vengeance parts than I know what to do with, right?
Yes, exactly.
So that's no incentive for me. I have almost like no cat Spock shards, so I mean that's something.
Yeah,
But
like
realistically, I don't get more prime particles. I
yeah,
don't get any mats.
no. No. What I showed people was what you were speaking, the $20 and the $100 difference. And it's like Cat Spock, Vengeance parts, Parmol Plasma, but not even enough to even unlock like a full thing.
Not
And then
even not even one research.
Yeah, exactly. 20k of each Sigma credits, and the same stuff as you had in the Battle Pass as the $20 one. The $20 one, as people can see on screen, pretty much has the same thing minus the Cat Spock thing. Humble to see, saying, yeah, absolutely right. I feel like there's something missing in this, and I don't know what it is, but it feels like it's something that people need to sort of look at and be sort of aware of. And I'm absolutely right in doing so. But the one thing that people have to realize with the Battle Pass is you get a lot more for your choice tokens, like way, way more. The maths is quite considerable difference.
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of that. I'm good. Like the battle pass, in my opinion, they're getting it closer to no brainer, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I have my own challenges. You probably saw on the private server around like the whole featured officer that they chose, right? But because I think they should have chose one of the ones that we have more challenges sourcing, than one that is fairly easily sourced.
Yes, exactly.
But that's a minor detail that can be tweaked, right?
Yeah.
In terms of value, I think they're going in the right direction, but I think it still needs adjustment. Like the choice tokens, best thing they've done. Right? That's
and not only that,
total,
the choice
total
tokens.
kudos for that.
Yeah, the choice tokens are missing the tax, so they're way more. They're also like considerably inflated. And as Crazy said, all they have to do in the battle pass is add a token and a choice of officers, so you can choose what full epic unlock you want of officers. And the problem is I don't think they know which officers the people are chasing these days. Do you know what I mean? Like, that is amazing. Also, thanks to Floyd Davino as well, the Alliance tournament tasks have been upgraded. Don't worry, people. I will come to you. I'm going to give you guys loads of time. I just wanted to get through these points. But yeah, thanks to Floyd Davino and his fantastic information, G5, tasks have been changed. But yes, finish us off.
Just one suggestion. Just one suggestion to finish this up. Finish my points off. If we're talking about like this whole choice, whatever, right? I don't know. At least for this month, they seem to be keeping the Paragon or whatever recruits, right?
Yes.
A possibly better way to do it, especially if they're going to keep those recruits, is instead of giving us the officer, right? Whatever officer is, give us an equivalent amount of those guaranteed tokens for the Paragon recruits.
Oh,
right? You know what I'm saying? So like if it's 100 or 120 shards, give us 120 shards worth of the guaranteed. So I think you get 20 shards for each of those. So if it's supposed to be 120 shards, give us 5 guaranteed tokens, and then we can pick what thing we want.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good suggestion as well, which I think is absolutely superb, Sniper. That's some great detail in there. We will go to Sojim next. Sojim, did you have something you wanted to put in here, buddy? And then we will go across to Camel, Yendis, and Beached. Go ahead, Sojim.
Yeah, so I will say Scopely attaboy on that.
Okay.
We've been screaming about the choice that they took it away, and one of the great things that they did was they brought it back. So kudos to Scopely on that.
Yeah, brilliant.
As for the delay of the ship, yeah, it kind of sucks that they hyped it up and then like, whoa, wait, hang on. You're gonna have to wait a little bit longer because now we got to fix it.
Yes.
I would say count that more like in baseball terminology. If they hit a triple, they needed a home run. They hit a triple. So here's what Scopely needs to do when they bring it out. If it's right, count that as at the pinch hit, and then you got your home run. Because again, we're all the sentiment's high on that. So for all of you that have been hyping it up and trying to encourage us to give them a little bit more time, hopefully this will be redeemed. So
yeah, 100%, and it's something that I completely agree with, and I do think like it's like I told you guys, the last ship I got was so long ago, over 9 months ago, that my advice was I was going to get it. So that was what I was going to do, because the refinery was that good that would make that much production that I would definitely go to. And that is something that I'm definitely with Sojim. So I agree with you, buddy. Absolutely agree with you.
I think I'm at about 95% on getting it. I think I told you yesterday when we were talking about 90%. Last night with that kind of rug jerk, it dropped.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, it dropped a little bit, but I think I'm back up to 95, and it's not because of the actual ship. It's because I think Scopely redeemed themselves. Because I always say whenever we have these combos, I always determine whether I'm gonna buy whatever's featured based off of how they do. The fact that I am seriously gonna buy something this month, at least one something, is kudos and attaboy. So.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the thing that's I think really important as well, and they made a good decision as well, and that is key with that. But ladies and gentlemen, we do have one of the sexiest men in history to go next. We will go to the. Oh, what's this?
I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy.
You have an entrance music. Oh my God, D Camel. Got the looks.
That really
Move them. Ladies and gentlemen, D Camel's on the stage.
Up and
Down and slide. He's just a sexy boy.
I'm not your boy toy.
Boy toy. Hey, D Camel, how you doing, buddy? How are you? Welcome.
I'm good. I would have preferred Goldberg's intro music, but that works too.
Yeah, but you have like the sexiest voice in history, so
Not really, but
come on.
hey, I've got a few things to touch on.
Yeah, go for it, buddy.
First of all, the battle pass.
Yes,
I have no issues with that. I think it's a good change. I hated the mythic track. I think it's stupid. So I'm happy to see it go back to free track, elite track.
Yes, great idea.
And I hope there's no one in Scopely listening, because this might spark some ideas. But for anyone who's looking at buying the USS Peacock as a raiding ship, you're buying it for the wrong reason. It is not going to be a raiding ship. And I say that because anyone that's smart is going to spend down all their Sigma, keep it in tokens, and only reclaim tokens when they need to spend Sigma on something.
Yes.
Meaning the ship's going to be basically useless for actual Sigma raiding.
Uh-huh.
The thing you're going to be buying it for is the refinery.
Yes.
That's it. And this is, I mean, I'm a PvP player. I love raiding. I love taking other people's stuff. Always have done.
Yes.
So I was excited for it. And then I started thinking about the logistics of it. And I was like, anyone who's smart, and it's the same, it's the same with your normal, your normal resources. Spend it all down. Leave nothing in your base. Leave it all in tokens. When you want to do a refine using the USS Peacock, use some tokens, get your normal res, refine that to Sigma tokens, boom.
Yeah.
No one can raid anything out of your base anyway. Even if you do now, and this brings me on to my next issue is if you're basically Op 69 plus and you're a stronger player, your base isn't going to get cracked.
Yeah.
If you've got good defensive crews on and you've got good research, we can't crit bases anymore.
Yeah.
So the only way you can get into a base is just brute force it.
Yes.
Now, I haven't been cracked since I was Op 67.
Oh, wow. Okay.
During the last incursions, I had a G7 uncommon just go splat on my base and kill nothing. And it was 1.67 trillion power.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I still think this is going to benefit G7 players more so than G6. Yes, G6 are probably going to get an advantage of the fact that it costs them so much less Sigma resources to do an upgrade. So them raiding a base that has Sigma using the ship is probably going to benefit them. But when you're talking about a G7 player where things are costing hundreds of millions,
yeah,
and the returns you're going to get on raiding a base using that ship, if you can get into it to start with,
yes,
it's probably really quite insignificant compared to what you need. So that's really all I wanted to say. Don't think you're buying this ship. If you're in G7 land, I know that the new numbers might change, and that's fine. I don't know what the old numbers were. I don't know what the new numbers are, so I don't really have a comparison. But if you're going to buy it to think you're going to go and make millions of Sigma resources from raiding, first, you're probably not going to get in the base anyway if they're a decent player.
Yes.
And second, the returns on those hits are going to be so minuscule, you're really only getting it for the refinery.
Yeah, true. And the thing is, the Camel, I'm going to show people on the screen as well. Forgotten Sec was asking a very good question. It's like I'm confused what extra means in terms of Sigma trait for some Sigma par. So Forgotten Sec, you get them in these tokens. You know how these tokens in the game, right? You get them in token form, which means they're hidden within your base and you can't get them. So you don't get them in this form, which you can get into the game. And also the refinery. So you see this Sigma refinery here. So here, when I pull my 30 chests of this a day, I get 216k Sigma trait with the numbers that were, what looks like in using the Reaver, just a tier 1, what you pull is way more than that a day. So it's much better to convert your normal to this very, very quickly using that, and you get way more, almost 3.5 to 4 times more. Right? So you can pull it per day. So imagine you're pulling, just for math's sake, we're pulling 200k a day using this. We're pulling almost 800k using that. So you want to pull the 800k a day. You don't want to pull the less. And you get more of the par steel, not less of the, and more of that one. Because in the par steel, I think you get like 500 something. Let's assume we get 500. Let's say we get, I don't know, a couple of million a day. You're suddenly on a winner. You get way more materials at similar prices. That is way more useful. You can pull a day and you can progress a lot faster. So, and that is the things that are really important for people to figure out, and that will be cool. And that's why D-Camel is got a thing where he says, yeah, the refinery is the key to your ship, but also Sniper brings up a good point. He's like, if you can clean crack, sure, but I've cracked G7 players many times. You can open a G7 player base and you find one. Oh my God, go in there with your Reaver. Pull as much as you can, as quickly as you can, and then it's really worth pulling it. What they're trying to decide is between cargo size and pulling size. The more you pull at a different level, which I think would be really important. Mako Hatties agree, tokens are meh, just makes us get less when we're raiding. Exactly. The key thing is that thing they haven't realized, if you give everyone tokens all the time, there's nothing to raid. So people are never going to have the thing they're going to raid through. Sadiq Camel, any last things? People are... Yeah. And people are...
I think it's... I mean, only time will tell. I think it might be detrimental to the raiding economy.
Okay.
But I might be overthinking it a bit. I think it's going to take a little while for, once it's released and we get to use it and play around with it, and if it encourages more raiding to start happening or whatever, it'll either help the economy and make the game a little more fun for people that like raiding and cracking bases, or it's going to start over time hurting the economy because less people are going to be keeping resources in their base to start with.
Yeah, exactly that. So, and also, so hopefully they might adjust it where you get a little bit of RS as well as tokens. so that
I hope so.
yeah, that would balance it out a little bit. I think that's a very good point, D Camel, because having a little bit of RS means there's something to raid back. Otherwise, if the person just has tokens and nothing else, you can't do anything. So it affects the raiding economy by doing it that way. Great suggestion. Love that one. Thank you very much, D Camel. We'll go to Yendis and then to Beached, and then we'll go to Ghost Pepper after that. And Chris Pike as well. I've just got a few people I've been missing, Chris Pike. Just bear with me. Yendis, go ahead, buddy.
Hey, first question. Isn't there usually gold in the pack? There's no gold in the pack this time.
Oh, you mean Latinum in the $100?
Yeah.
I don't think there was ever a lot in the $20 one, but in the $100 one, I would have thought there'd be something. I can't remember.
Right.
Oh yeah, there's
There isn't
nothing.
any.
There's nothing. Interesting.
That's number one. Number two, the ship, I think, is going to augment a raid. If you're in the middle of a raid,
yeah,
and you augment the raid by hitting it every now and then with the little ship while you're
Yes.
getting the other stuff. I mean, it's just something to play with. I
Yeah.
like the ship. I think it's going to be fun, but I want the refinery. I'll be honest. I did it for the refinery.
100%.
Also, the guy before said, I don't know his
D.
name,
Camel.
but the guy before said, D. Camel. He said, if you think you're going to get it because that's not smart. Oh, we got a lot of not smart guys that forget their shields.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
we'll be able to crack those, and I can crack a pretty big base. And
Yeah.
I'm not that big.
Yeah, exactly. And the key thing is that the refinery is superb, and that when the ship comes out, they're adjusting the numbers around whatever the rating, the cargo size, whatever the balance they wish to do to make that more worthwhile. So thank you very much for that one, Yendis. If it's all right, I'm going to move on to Beached Whale, and then we'll go to Ghost Pepper, then Chris Pike. Go ahead, Beached.
Just to be sure I'm not robotic, am I?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay. I just wanted to say I'm really happy with a lot of stuff that Scopely put out this month.
Mm-hmm.
The hostile counter, some of the other changes to the game. And I think they did a really good job pulling the ship rather than releasing something else that was broken.
True.
I just think I would have liked had they done a little better communication on why they had to pull it rather than just making us question everything. What happened? Are they nerfing something? Blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm telling you now, I think we got minor communication in the private server, which is that it's to do with its performance issues, as in I think Quasel in Ultravetica stream and the Warp Drive 5 stream with V-Neck, Quasel, and I think DJs was on there. They all said it's to do with the raiding ability and the raiding pull. So it's nothing to do with the refinery per se. Maybe the refinery will go up, but that's the main aspect of it, which is the performance aspect of you barely pull enough for it to be worthwhile. And I think that is a very critical thing. So yeah, and the hostile kill counter is superb. Just in case for anyone that doesn't know where it is, let me show you in the game. You go into game, you click on your profile, right here. You click on your profile, and there it is, hostile daily counter. That's 77, don't know why. That's a very low number. I don't think I've ever gotten high, but that's great. You can see it there very quickly, and you can have a look and see what you think with that one. So just in case anyone can find it, that is where it is. So thank you very much, Beach Whale. Let's go to Ghost Pepper. Ghost Pepper, what would you like to do? Ghost.
Okay, so
yes,
I was actually, I know I'm in the minority, but I was actually okay with them pulling the ship last minute because I would rather them do that than to launch.
We all
and
agree.
I think that's a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
So that's good. The other thing I did notice too with the new battle pass, it seems to be encouraging that you get the battle pass early to have it throughout, because one of the things I would always do is I waited till the end and then I bought my battle pass.
Okay.
And now with these new exocoms, because even at my level, the exos are there between the 100 pack and the $20 pack.
Yes.
And now it's like, oh, well, in order to make full use of it, maybe I should be doing this now
Yes.
rather than when the event is done. So I think that's an interesting shift on their part to encourage that piece of it. I'm also glad to see in the notes that they made some adjustments to the G5 and G6 task for Alliance tournaments.
Yes,
And I don't know if you've gotten to that part yet.
Yeah. We'll get to that later, and I will.
Okay,
I
I'll
pulled.
put that aside then.
Yeah. I pulled a great screenshot from Lubes and from Dr. Iron Chef's patch note videos of what it looks like, which is great. So we'll have a look at that. But yes, keep going. Sorry, Ghost.
Because that was a huge pain point within my alliance for my G5 and G6 players were getting the task. So seeing that is also really helpful. So those are my comments to start with. I had something else and now I've forgotten. So if I'll remember, I'll chime it in on the text.
Yeah, please do. Please do. Chris Pike, jump in, buddy.
Yeah, so the only thing so yes, a lot of good forward momentum for Scopely.
Yeah, great.
I'm going to say something I think that's controversial,
No,
but
go for it.
I don't really have an issue with the fact that they pulled the ship because it's broke. It wasn't functioning properly. What I think, though, is they should just have canceled or delayed incursions to time with when it will be working.
Oh, they did. Incursion's not this Saturday, it's next week.
So they are saying it will be functional by the time incursions is next Saturday.
Well, yes, they've said they've so the post by Sierra was that incursion's been delayed till next weekend. So they're hoping by that time that they will have the ship. And just bear in mind, you know when we've always said they need to have skin in the game? Right now, they're not making any sales. They want to get the ship out as soon as possible. Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, it would be beneficial to all parties if the ship was functional when incursions was happening, because they'll get their best bang on their side for people wanting it, and we'll be able to use the thing right out of the gate once it's properly functioning. So that's really, I think that just all makes common sense. But Scopely's not necessarily common sense all the time. And then my other comment to this is, there's obviously a variety of different people trying to predict what it will mean in terms of economies and things like that.
Yes.
I don't think it's really going to mean, I don't think any of that's really drastically going to change. The amount of sigma that you require as you go up through G7 is enormous.
Yeah.
Just look at all the people that are predominantly still stuck between 72 and 73. But I think what it will do, and I've always been a proponent of this, is it will start to bring the group alliances back together. So when you'll go back to raiding, when you're finding bases, I didn't really need traditional RSS. So you'd crack a base for a lower level player and they'd go and feed. Now there's a little bit for everyone.
Yeah.
Right? So now everybody has, right? So we've now they really, on top of incursions, letting you kind of raid another servers and without, with minimal repercussions, you do it for the day or however long they're going to put the timer out there for us. But now everybody's going to be able to do it on a day in, day out basis. It will bring, I think, activity back to the group. And although a lot of people are saying, well, there's kind of I've got to believe that the development team was probably spending a bit of time just articulating to upper management what they're going to be doing to fix the game and how they can go about doing that.
Yeah.
So I do believe that I think they're moving in that direction. I just think we got to remember it's like the Titanic. It's just very slow, and we just have to hope they don't hit another iceberg.
Yeah, absolutely agree with you. And they will do. And they will sort of work on that. I think this ship is just giving them something to think about. And they got skin in the game. The longer they delay the ship, the less sales they get. So it affects them quite happily. MJ Hat, anything you'd like to bring into this? Star Munch says you should have let incursions run. Never had the Peacock ship before. Give it a chance to get the ship upgrade, etc. Have incursions come along and use the ship. Yes, Star Munch, they're just delayed it because the ship's delayed. So I think it all makes sense now. Yes, MJ Hat, go ahead, buddy.
So for me, looking at everything that's come out over the past 24 hours, right?
Yes.
I do want to say that them pulling the ship, I'm still in line that's a good decision.
Massive decision.
I'm still on the fact that things needed changing. The way it was going to come out did not look the same as the numbers we had. And just let me ask the question here, and chat, if I'm wrong, then you can scold me, right?
Of course.
But for me, if I'm going to invest in a product, I want the product to work properly.
Agreed.
I don't want it to be a whatnot that sits on a shelf.
Yeah.
I know that people were more interested in the refinery than they are the Sigma ring. I get that, but that's not.
Yeah.
That's just one side of the token, right? Both things are valuable.
Yeah, agreed.
So the refinery, it looked wonderful.
Yes.
And when it does come, it will be absolutely massive. But that being said, the Sigma rating piece,
Yes.
we have screamed for this for years. What's a little bit longer?
Yeah,
It's
it's fine.
just a tad.
Yeah, and the thing is,
So-
the number one thing I can say without with pure confidence is 100% of people that are watching the show are 100% in agreement that the ship should be delayed if it's not ready. There's no way that anyone would like a broken product, so that definitely is. Cyberfunk says, not that it matters much, but they fixed the fleet commander unseating scrapping efficiency bonuses. Unseating them doesn't change or increase the scrapping rewards anymore. There you go. That's a great one. Floyd Davino says, I love when they sort of do a Floyd Davino because I love getting compensated for doing a Floyd Davino. Floyd, I don't know why you're calling yourself that, but okay. I don't think you should call yourself a screw-up, but that's your choice. But that is important, people say. The Tech One says, I hate raiding, so I personally am not worried about that, and I'm excited for the refinery boost, and that is really important. Sammy, you're on stage. Anything you'd like to bring into this as well? Sammy Stitch?
I was disappointed about them at least even like mentioning the part of the bringing out the ship. I think that should have gone through the CCs first, and the testing should have been
Sure. Yeah.
totally freaking brought out before you get people all hyped up. I am happy they pulled it because it wasn't ready.
Yeah.
That's pretty much my only gripe about
Yeah,
the battle pass. Otherwise, everything else is looking really good.
Yeah, exactly. And you're right, Sammy. Please stay on because you never know. And then you know these things are really important. I'm glad they've done something very, very good and brought it in there. And ladies and gentlemen, we do have one of our beloved, wonderful members of the community. KJ is here. KJ, what would you like your thoughts to be about this?
I have no issue with them pulling the ship.
Agreed.
I think that whatever they gotta do, they gotta do.
Yes.
But what are they doing to compensate for the delay of the ship? Are they giving out Sigma that would have been at tier 1, level 1 to every person? Are they giving out ship upgrade parts still in events? Or have they stopped all of that?
Yeah, so what they've done is the events have been delayed a week, or not a week, or when the ship gets released. So whenever the ship gets released, events number 1 will begin to upgrading parts and all that sort of stuff. They've already delayed incursions till next weekend. So the assumption, because I don't really know, is that that they would get the ship, you know, let's say Thursday, and then incursions will happen Saturday, and it's next week. But the longer they leave it, KJ, they're already losing. And will they do compensation?
Right,
I'm not
but
really
again,
sure.
But the only people that are losing are the players, right? So they're losing money. That's on them. But the players shouldn't have their if the whole thing was hyped up about you're going to have the refinery, give people what they would have got from the refinery.
Yeah, great idea.
You've hyped them up. You've hyped them up, but then you've taken the carrot away, and you haven't hit them with the stick, which is great. But you know, right? Like we're used to getting hit with the stick, but something should be happening for this delay.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. So KJ, yeah, a point I didn't really think of. So that's very good for them to, you know, hear that as well, which I think is very valuable because, you know, KJ brings up a point that no one's really thought of as well, and or loads of people seem to be agreeing in the chat. Some agreeing, some not, which is very, very good. If they're going to compensate things, the unlock event or the purchase pack should have a bonus added. Yeah, but and look, at the end of the day, they're losing horrendous money, right? So for them, you know, it probably would have been one of the best-selling ship that would come out there, and that would have been very, very important for people here. The biggest issue, Simon says, is would have been if they were supposed to be ship parts in the battle passes that got pulled. The delay is just a delay. I would rather have something working than the Kishara or Dauntless Part 2. Agreed. And Simon says that's a very good point, and I hope they'll either present a generous alternative in that case, and that would be something to sort of look forward to, which would be amazing with regards to ship and Shockwave Prime. And you can close this loop out. What would you like to say?
I want to go back to something D. Camel said.
Okay.
Because it was very. He said something that I've had an issue with for a while.
Okay.
And that is the economy.
Yes.
And the economy. And last time I said this, some individuals who I love and trust very much. One of them is on stage with us, KJ. Said we have to be careful with how we word this. But this was a while ago.
Yes.
But so I'm going to word this a little bit because at the time I said that the economy, frankly, needs to be upset. And that was something that, while certain people, while I think most people in the English speaking world knows what that means, it was made apparent to me by others that some, those can be challenging words for people from other cultures where this game operates.
Yeah.
So instead, what I would say is the economy needs to change because we still haven't gotten an upgrade in Sigmatrit for G7 players. We're still getting packs with 1.7 million trit. And sure, there was a 15 million Sigmatrit pack. That's great. But now they're pretending like that pack never existed, and now they've devalued that to 10 million for the same cost.
Yeah.
So, and if you look at a G6 pack, you maybe get a couple million less than that for an what amounts to be an exponential boost in Sigmatrit resources going from ship to ship, as well as par still. It's not just Sigmatrit that needs the adjustment, it's steel. So a lot of the problem that they have with the economy, and it does need adjusting, and it needs adjusting to the positive. It needs, like I said, it needs to be addressed still. They've done a good job. All right. I have to give them credit. They've done a good job. The material packs for G7 materials are great. I mean, they're getting there. They really are. I have got no problems with the material packs. Yes. I have issues on the resource packs, the materials such as par steel and Sigmatrit. Those are the things that still need those crucial adjustments. And like I said, when you have people saying it'll upset the economy like D Camel is, my response to that is good. Good. It something needs to be changed because those quote inflation numbers have not been adjusted. That is why the Vanguard, you address it a little bit in Vanguard with the Vanguard particles. You address it a little bit in some of the isogenite particles. You address it a little bit because those unlock Sigma efficiencies, Sigma resource efficiencies, which are great. But all the efficiencies in the world don't matter. You can have a 7,000% efficiency, but if you've only got 800,000 Sigma trit, that's not going to do you a whole lot of good. So, we still need influx of these materials because they still haven't been adjusted properly. For comparison, you're talking about a Max Vengeance, which is the maximum G6 ship, by the way.
Yeah.
So you're talking about a Max Vengeance at max level with all your efficiencies done, rocking at about 3.9 million Sigma trit a gun, right?
Yeah.
By comparison, a G7 uncommon at tier 6 is like 20 million a gun.
Yeah, which is...
There needs to be an exponential adjustment there. And that's what I'm talking about when I say that the economy needs to be addressed and it needs to be moved. Because even with the cost of inflation, you're talking about several packs per node that we didn't have to deal with in G6 as G7 players. And I realize this is the G7 problem. I get it. I understand it. But it still doesn't mean that it doesn't need to be addressed, especially as more and more players move into G7.
Yeah.
So my response to D Camel is good.
Yeah.
It needs to be. Something needs to happen in that regard.
Yeah, absolutely agree. The other thing is Floyd Davino says, how big a sales figure can they expect on a ship that's available 20% of the players? Well, Floyd, the top end of the game is where people spend the heavy money. So it's definitely, I feel like they're definitely going to feel an impact from it. And I think that is very important for them to feel while they're fixing it, because the sooner they get it to a level that's acceptable, the sooner they can release it, the sooner they can sell it. So this does affect them, Floyd. I know that it should be spread along everybody, but G5s, you guys have Galactic Anomalies, you'll have the Alliance Tournaments, which is now, gained the task refix. G6. I think there's 25 tasks that moved about around into the G5 and G6 realm to make it more achievable, among various other things. So Floyd, and it's thanks to you, sir. Thanks to you, Floyd Davino. Your name's been brought up a lot with regards to the G5. So well done on, giving the screenshots, advocating for it, and getting, a lot of this change being looked at. So Floyd, you do deserve it, buddy. And I'm glad that a little bit towards the G5 level can be looked at and advocated on, because that is important. It just shows that you're listened to. So, and I know Jules Verne has used a lot of your data towards that as well. So I appreciate you, Floyd, and keep always coming to us whenever you can with anything that's done that. Lumzinga says this is all by design. It's a slow down to the game and group getting closer, like to get everyone towards the end of the game, which I think is really important. And then we will talk about the Galactic Anomalies as well now as well. So which it does affect the G5 and G6s, and everyone like that would do that before we move to Alliance tournaments, because I've got a nice picture of that. Ghost Pepper did remind me that she remembered that I like they adjusted the rewards in the BP, but I'm not thrilled with how they divided some of the focus. There are other things or crew that would be more beneficial, but two that is very player specific. I actually agree, and that is really important to see with that as well. Warspite says agreed. I'm just one gun away from my G7 ship, which is 27.2 million Sigma Trit. The more people get it, the more they do. As you know, I give a lot of that credit to you. Oh no, Floyd Davino, you're a hero. If you don't tell me, I will never know. So Floyd, you do that. You, Barkman, there's loads of great. King Gaza is a superstar as well, who's given us G3 information that is very valuable. Alice Romuland and people like that. Lady Command, all of you, don't forget you can always be heard. And this is where we'll try our best to put this feedback in a presentable form so that they can actually look at it and see what it's like. Galileo says, anomalies are a great idea, but execution is poor. Not enough systems. And if you go to a system for your level, the debuff makes it difficult going a level down, as it's pointless, as the milestones seem to be set. So you have to hit up. Not everyone has the time to sit around waiting to see if you get lucky on the next random respawn. Waited over an hour for one now. And when it appears, it is in a non-FKR system. Oh, Galileo, great point. So this is our feedback to the team. Let me show you the game, right? The thing in the game you're about to see, which is what Galileo crucially brought up, is this. So in my game, my Galactic Anomalies here, right? There's one there, right? And Galileo's right. The system they chose here, this system right here, this system is a non-FKR system. How can you tell? Look at the symbols on that, and it's got the ships. And that is really annoying, because if I go in there and try and score, my scoring doesn't do well. However, this system here, for example, is an FKR system, and it's in 73. So that's what Galileo says. I've now got to wait an hour each time to find which anomaly will reach what level to do so. So for me, I can't hit the 74s in here because they make no difference. I will score higher on the 73s in here. So that's something they need to be looking at, which I thought is a very good thing. For G5s and G4s, look at this. So G6s, you guys can go here if you're 70. Same anomaly, moving around. I saw it move around all around these areas. So it does go from 68 to 69 to 70 in there. And then as you work further down and you work your way through, you can see more and more of these galactic anomalies everywhere. Well, I mean, I can't even find any. So that's kind of embarrassing. You can't find anything like there. And then, if I remember correctly, then the Borg assimilated suppressor hostile systems as well in there. So that is important for you guys to use to get to and see how it works. I finished it no issue in 30 minutes, up 66. Paul says, yeah, agreed. You could be lucky and do that. Lumzinga says crew around the debuff so it doesn't happen. The points are too low. Why do they think I can hit hostiles above 70? Agreed, Green Tea. Feedback we can definitely send through. So we think the point systems are way too low. So let's have a look at it in the events. As we look at that event, in the Galactic Anomaly event, and for this one, you know, the points are pretty much similar. That's too low, and you're trying to get to a very high number. So for me, where it gets useful is I need to get into the 74s, 75s, but I can't kill that many. I can kill 74, 75s. I can't even kill one. So that's something to be wary of. So they need to sort of, it's their first iteration of it, and it is labeled heroic, and they've given you 48 hours to do it. So you've just got to look around and find your galactic anomaly and chase it around. So the ones there and the ones here that I see that is getting in there. And let me show you what happens here when I reach this one, and I've got limited time. Also, there's warp range as well. You have 2 days to complete it. Yeah, Lumzinga, you're absolutely right. You got 2 days to complete it. I hit one of these. You know what I mean? And we'll see whether the points count. It may do. Let's have a look, see if it pops up. And it does not. There you go. So that proves it. You've defeated the Psychic Worker. Maybe the point will pop up? Nope. Absolutely no point because not an FKR. So just people aware. So be very predictable did that. I did it hitting hostiles at my ops level, plus or minus 1 under an hour at ops 70. Yeah, great. But also, Green Tea brings a good point up. I can't keep chasing these forever. Yes, the anomalies are G and G6 plus systems. You are right there, Ghost Pepper. Sorry, I didn't mean the 55s would get that. So that means what is left for our 55 friends is that the Alliance tournament and them catching up on their old loops and incursions will be quite useful for them. Did mine in 30 minutes, JK says, in the first hour of the release. Absolutely amazing. Ferry says the 75s are very hard with the ability to kill them, but even on the 500% anomaly, I got a reasonable amount of reps. So looking forward to the big ones. Oh, so that's a bonus. That's a good thing. So remember, for every buff, you get a debuff. I think Lube's YouTube video is very good at explaining these things. Oh, there we go. A few anomalies have appeared here. The buff. So you always get something that's against you. And remember, hostiles don't have crew or research. So 100% is 100%. For them, and the faction amnesty is a percentage of FKR, and remember that can be increased as well with a loot bonus. So if you got your battle pass loot bonus, that's already going to go up, and that's really good to do. So they always have a for and against situation. Remember, there's tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4 of these things. Robo Jesse says, if you ops up into G6, would the Battle Pass refresh to include the Prime tokens, or is it too late to get part of the Battle Pass? I don't really know the answer. I think, if anyone's got the answer to that one, please type it in any of the various chats that we got anywhere in there. If you do ops up into the next bracket, it would be good to know where that happens. AT screwed over the free-to-play task for G7, so now all we have is Borg Sphere parts. Great. Divine, I will come up with some details in a second. There's slightly more than that. It won't. Ghost Pepper says it won't. It's looked at once you get it. Yeah, so sorry, Robo Jesse, you do not gain by going up, it seems. Ghost Pepper brings the point up. Yeah, thanks for the heads up. We'd rather give you the right answer. Rage Starved, how you doing, buddy? You know, it's good to see you here. So those are the anomalies, and as they get better and they get more important. Now, what anomalies we're going to get, people ask? Well, let's have a look. Here we go. Here's the blog post as it appears. The anomalies we're getting. We're not reading things. We're not here to read 60 million words. We're here to have a look at the stuff that's really important, to have a look at these anomalies. Okay, that's the Alliance tournaments. Oh, there's a research thing. Where is the anomalies here? Where is the Galactic Anomalies? It's not even in the... oh, there it is. Okay, Galactic Anomalies. So Adaptive Hulls, when he gets to tier 4, see where it goes up to. It says, it can create up to 600% hostile damage, but look at that. The 5,000% right here at tier 4, 5,000% rep gain is absolutely sensational to chase. Ferry's right. That would be something to do that. Correct. You'll be locked in at the ops at the start of the event. Thanks, Chronox, for confirming that. I was going to go to 51, but now I can't get to 51 plus. Oh, you're going to go to 51, Ghost Pepper? Yeah, right. Just bloody Ghost Pepper going to 51. There's no chance in hell for that. I'm kidding, Ghost Pepper. I'm absolutely kidding.
Did you not read the rest of that sentence where I said I'm going to 50?
Well,
why you got to be hating?
Yeah, I have hating. It's only hating because you moved further away from me, not closer. I told you to come closer. You moved further away. You moved to the arse end of nowhere. 51 plus will change your choice token rewards though on your event store, which I think is very, very good. But Ghost Pepper is still deciding when she gets to 51. When she gets to 50, I'll be impressed, and then we can discuss 51 by Christmas. John Drell says, "Okay, great."
My God.
Um,
Please.
But look at that faction rep, Lo. Isn't that the sexiest thing you've ever seen? 5,000% positive FKR gains. And remember, these ones will last only are these the hour ones? The 1 hour mark. There are a few ones that are a bit smaller than that one. 50 to 52. 51 is one of the worst places in the game. Galileo brings up. So that's a good point. Good advice there. There'll be Disruptive Shields one where they give you 10%. Look at this. 10,000% rep gain. Ferry, I'm chasing that. I'm definitely chasing that. That will be a good rep gainer. 10,000%. Plus your loot exo of 100%. Plus any loot exos you chuck on top and everything like that. Oh my God, that's going to be nuts. But you're going to have to deal with 35% chance of bypassing shields in each round. And then if he's that mean to you, Floyd Davino, stop telling people to unfollow me. Damn it. I need people to follow. Also, guys, I am trying to get Partner Plus. This is the last month I've got to do it. We're on 63. Please, I'm begging people to sub. I'm happy to pay you back for subbing. Just sub if you can of your own thing. Sub tier 1 gives a point. Tier 2, I think, is like a couple of points. And tier 3 at 6 points. So I just need to get there. And if you want to upgrade it one step at a time, that's amazing. Yeah, sorry for the plug. I don't really do plugs, but that's the way. Divine says that moved all the pay tasks into seasonal buckets. I'm going to speak about Alliance tournaments in a second. Let me get through these. The Isolatic Overcharge, I think, is a crazy, crazy event. It only appears, if I believe, 5 minutes at a time, which says here. So that means you're going to be chasing it all over the place, which I don't think is a good idea to do so with that one. And I think it's people got to do that. All right, which is absolutely opposite. Yes, Redlentless, what would you like to say? Let me go back onto the stage.
Oh, hey, no, I was talking to Shockwave about the Sigma resources thing and trying to, talk about the economy.
Okay.
You guys have kind of moved on from that, but so something I was thinking about as far as like the level of ships that people are dealing with and the income that they're dealing with right now.
Okay.
Scopely has been, pretty adamant about slowing us down. And I think that part of the problem with having the increasing spread that's showing up now in G7, they wanted us all bunched up together. And there are people that are not having it. I would love to be one of them, but I can't push that fast. But part of the problem they're having is that the economy isn't keeping up with that. But it's not impossible that the improvements that we want now aren't in the pipeline and aren't coming next month and 2 months and 3 months down the road. But they're not good enough for the players that are trying to get things done right now. And I don't know if there's a way to reconcile that situation. We were talking about them making corrections to things and, being reckless. My issue with them being reckless is when they dial it back from, oh my God, this is awesome, to, hey guys, that was too good. We need to take that away from you. That is infuriating because I make plans based on what I see in front of me.
Yeah.
And if they give me something that's good, and then take it away from me, I'm grabbing the pitchforks and I'm heading out with the rest of the mob.
Yeah, I get it. It's and the economy is going to get readjusted. It's not going to be the major slowdown that people think. And I understand with the Sigma situation with that. I think the ship is going to be a step in the right direction when it comes out. And I think it's good for us to know ahead of time. So that means you can plan on something that you might go for when it comes to a ship, and that will be something to aim for. And that is really important for you to be aware.
Along with the ship, one comment I've been making, screaming from the cheap sheets for the last 2 days, is I think people are dramatically overestimating the amount that this ship is going to be converting to tokens in a rapid fashion. Okay. We still have to power up the refinery. It still has to, you still have to feed it every day.
Yeah.
And it's not like you're going to, get the ship, press one button, and instantly all of, the 5 quad of old resources you have turns into Sigma Trip that's locked away. Like, that's going to take a significant amount of time.
Yeah, but it's you pull it every day. You just get more every day. So I'd rather have more.
Oh yeah. It's gonna, and I want the more, but there's this underlying concern of like, wow, we're taking Sigma out of the rating conversation is just going to be locked away in tokens. That's going to be one chess pull a day for a significant number of players, but they're still going to be getting Sigma. They're still going to be using Sigma for other purposes. We're still going to be getting it from other events. And that ship isn't instantly just going to show up and be like, hey, all your Sigma's protected, guys. Raiders get lost. Like that's
No,
like
so
it's
so
that's
basically,
not gonna happen.
I'm just gonna say this. Everything you're saying is speculation until we see the ship and where it goes to. It's like that's the kind of detail around it. I get the token situation, and I understand it, and that which is why I brought it up earlier, because that's something they need to be aware of. That if you give everyone tokens, no one can raid anything. So if you give people materials and tokens, people can raid something in return, and that's really important. I think the economy is going to go to a much better place as that ship comes up, because I think that is very important for people to be aware of. So thank you very much, Red Lentless, for that one, which I think is great. Nice little addition to the economy chat as well. And Ghost Pepper, ladies and gentlemen, has pressed the 50 button. She is on 50, and I don't even know what that means, but she's miles away anyway, so, it doesn't matter. So, well done, Ghost Pepper, on doing that. You managed to get to 50. I'm kidding.
You know what? I swear to God.
I swear to God. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely amazing.
You all
But
complain when I don't level up, and I just leveled up right now. And now that's what I get.
yeah, exactly. Simon says it's also in shock. Sandra says you can also inject more RS to economy, so people are not able to spend all of them every weekend, so there's always something to raid. Yeah, fair enough. So it's been how long to get to 50? Mixes asked the question. It's too long. It's a long story that takes about an 8-year journey to get to that level, which I think is amazing. But Ghost Pepper is one of our heroes. We love her, and that's why we love having her here. But Ghost Pepper is now officially G5. Yeah, we said it.
Do we though? Do we? No, she's still level 50. G5 doesn't
51
start
is
till
50 is the
51.
G4.
I got
51
one
is
more.
G5.
Yeah.
She's G4. She's
One more
G4 still.
level.
Let's not give her too much credit.
Okay,
Oh,
all right.
Jesus.
During that conversation and altercation, we just lost a lot of viewers, so there you go. That makes me really good. As I go in through the rest of these technological advancements, there's loads of really great stuff. So as these galactic anomalies start appearing, there is a schedule here. So far we're getting the adaptive hulls in the first tier. So if you needed to see a schedule, it's all here. 25th to 28th is a disruptive shields at tier 1, which means you get a little bit of the rep thing, not in the assimilated systems, and then Ripple of Violence. Whoever watched the podcast will understand what that means. Ripple of Violence is coming, which is the one every 5 minutes. Adaptive Hulls Tier 2. This is where I'm looking for Tier 3 and Tier 4 of these two specifically, which I think will be really amazing with that one. But that is the Galactic Anomalies. I really like the idea of these things and how that works and how good they're going to be with that. So that's the important part. I think the Galactic Anomalies are going to give you a bonus and a detriment to everything that you do. So you either go for a win, and the reason I use those words is Lube's video explains it well. Everything gives you a little bonus, and everything gives you something you've got to fight against, which I think is worthwhile. Ferry brings up a good point. It was amazing. Green TC, G4 was the best time in the game till I got to G5 and new systems and new ships and new hostiles opened up. Then G5 was the best till I got to G6. Now coming to the end of G6, I can't wait for G7 to have things change again. Green Tea, you're going to love it. I think you're going to love it. I think it's a very good place to be, and I think that is really, really cool to get to as well, and I think you're going to enjoy that. Mashed Potato says people are never going to be able to convert all their Sigma to materials. You just earn too much of it. Well, I don't know, but fueling it is quite important, and I think that is something to keep an eye on, because you need to keep the fueling, which means you have to raid the old stuff to get into the new stuff. So I like the fueling. I like a little bit boost in the economy. It's like a 200, 300, or 400% boost. I'll take that boost any day of the week, anytime we have, because I think that is a very good thing to add into that as well. Anything you'd like to say about Galactic Anomalies as we get more into the Alliance tournaments, which benefits all the levels of players? Anything anyone would like to say about Galactic Anomalies? Please put your hand up. Oh, yes, Shockwave, go ahead.
Really looking forward to 400% cascade against hostiles, because I think that's going to allow people to punch up a lot.
Well, it changes every 5 minutes, so I don't like the 5-minute thing. I just hope that it changes 5 minutes where you can warp to it in time in the G7.
I kind of appreciate the 5 minutes, and here's why. Because if you're punching up offensively, they're still packing a punch defensively. So the 5 minutes, while I don't agree is ideal. I don't agree that it's ideal because of how quick. Ideally, I'd like to see that maybe 10 to 15 minutes. But here's why I don't mind the shorter duration sans the warp time.
Yeah.
It's because of the offensive punch. They're not giving you a defensive boost. They're giving you an offensive boost that, for right now, I can't beat as level 71 hostile. Or level 75, sorry.
Yeah.
A level 75 hostile. I can't beat him. But
Yeah,
400% Cascade on top of 900% natural,
yeah,
that's going to leave a dent. But they're also going to hit me pretty hard, too. What it will allow people to do is complete those hostile mission tasks.
Oh, someone
That's what
listened to the podcast, didn't they? And they heard me say those words. Sandra said the same thing. It'll be good time to do your combat training. Alice Romuland is here. Hello, Alice. She's now G3, by the way. Alice is big time. Alice, welcome in. And Shockwave, you bring a good point. It's good to chase if they actually end in the combat system, so you can time to do those combat system. That'd be amazing. I'd love to get a 75 hit a few times. So when he hits the 75 system, it'd be good to go there. Are the Galactic Anomalies for good or only events? They are here for good, Doomslayer. They'll change every month, every arc, every bit. So, you'll gain something, you'll go against something. Also, you guys have asked, all we do is kill hostiles. All we do is do armadas. All we do is mine. Well, this is a brand new thing, and I think it's quite different, and it's engaging, and it's live moving. Some people maybe don't like it. We just have to get used to the timings. But what's the worst that could happen? You wait 5 minutes for Galactic Anomalies? That'll be the thing you do that. We are in ads at the moment. But, and Alice as well. I don't know if you can hear us, Alice. It's good that you got to G3. G3 is where you need to be for Alliance tournaments, because I think Alliance tournaments G3, King Gaza gave us loads of feedback regarding this, where you can score really high. However, I think they've now adjusted these things. Let us protect the ship going forward through unique system. Okay, Mufasa's got a good idea with that one. Add an escort event. Let us protect the ship going through multiple systems, and it's a good idea. That's why jump drives were invented, Mashed Potato says. Ghost Pepper's like, now I need to get an Ascendancy Key 2 to get to up 71 in the oven. Checked your gifts, Ghost Pepper. It should be in there. Alice, I've got some good points. Lots of reading and figure things out, though. Exactly, Alice, which is why you go to the mid-up section. Mufasa, Ghost Pepper, and loads of people help out a lot in there. They're very fantastic what they do, and they give you loads of advice to do so. But Alice, out of interest, how did you score in the Lions tournaments for you? You were G2, moving on to G3. Did you manage to do well? Did you find that you can actually do more tasks than previous? And is that something that you sort of aimed for? What do you think, Alice or Romulad? I'd love to know your score, if you did any. And were you enjoying the tasks? Because we're about to move into Alliance tournaments, and we are back from our break, and we're going to be talking about Alliance tournaments next. Alice and Romuland is just letting us know what sort of scoring metrics. King Gaza scored a perfect score as a G3. So I don't know what the G2's got. So it's very interesting to sort of figure out those levels and those things that you're saying. And
I got a perfect score.
Yeah. Oh, did you get a perfect score, Ghost Pepper? Great. Yeah. Come on in with your perfect score. Then we'll go to MJ Hat. How did you do in Alliance tournaments with those scores?
Oh, I don't think I can sustain it, but I was able to, with the mat task, to get them every single day.
Wow.
And I'll get the legendary stuff with it.
Yeah.
And the rerolls. So it worked. I could probably do it next time, but now I don't know. Now they've changed how these things are being scored. I did end up with a perfect score this time around.
Yeah.
But I don't know how sustainable it's going to be with these changes. I thought if they hadn't changed anything, I could probably do it one more time.
Yeah, but we'll bring out the changes, and I've got like a really good image as well, which would be amazing. But let's finish off Anomalies with MJ Hat. Anything you'd like to bring in, MJ, on this?
Honestly,
yes,
I really like the Anomalies. I do like that they're random. I do like that we know that there's going to be X amount throughout the galaxy. It's all it. I think it's a win. It is something to change up our gameplay. People have been saying for a long time, how many things is there to do in the game? As much as I don't want to quote folks, how many things are there? There's hostiles, there's waves, there's armadas, there's PvP.
Yes.
What else is there?
Yeah, exactly. So this is a fantastic addition. It gives a bit of excitement and live gameplay. So you're like, oh my god, I'm chasing this 5-minute thing to hit as much ISO damage as possible or whatever. And I think that dynamism in the game just gives it another, different things to do. And Skeletor's like mining. Yes, everyone mines every day. But hey, imagine if you got a Galactic Anomaly which already happens in territory where you gain, 5,000% mining speed. You'd go and mine your dailies at that time, right? Wouldn't you, MJ Hat?
Who's to say that these are the last type of anomalies that we get? I don't know that there are any more coming, but if there is more types coming,
yeah,
is that such a bad thing?
Exactly. Do you know what? Benny Hill's Ghost just came up with an idea. You could activate an Alliance exocomp that would spawn an anomaly in a system and last for a duration of time. What a superb idea. I love that. I absolutely love that. That is a great... Benny Hill's Ghost, remember it here, has come up with a world-class suggestion. I love that. I think that would be super. Imagine you can make anomalies happen at certain areas, and then either people benefit from it or your alliance benefits from it. Tiberius says anomalies will make the universe dynamic, which is something we're supposed to be getting in 2025. Tiberius is old, so he doesn't realize he's in 2026. So there you go. You just misread it, Tiberius. It was a spelling mistake. It was supposed to be a 6, not the 5. So you just obviously misread it. That's the only reason. Ram Scoop says currently doing the Galactic Anomaly says you take more damage with hull breach, but I take more damage without it since it takes longer to kill the hostile. I know. I just leave hull breach on with regards to that. It throws a wrinkle into your play. What an interesting word to use for Galactic Anomaly. A wrinkle. Oh, God, that sounds disgusting. Oh, did you have a wrinkle in your play? But that's really cool. Proofreading is hard. I know, Tiberius. No 7 Cool says 100% score. Don't have to tick for Exo spawning system. I wouldn't say they don't. I think that's doable. Clerical error. Yeah, Skeletor, you got it. Clerical error. It's Tiberius' fault. He misread it. He thought he read 2025. It clearly said 2026. What are the other stats the anomalies can affect? Impulse, cargo capacity, number of shots fired. Green Tea, great suggestions. So from the stuff that we have... currently you've got stuff that affect the hull breach. You could do a burning one. You could have something that affects, it gives the hostiles a go-home gun. You could affect the impulse speed of the ship. You could be doing stuff like that. And really important things that I think are really cool, which I think would be great. But also, there's so many, it means you can react to the economy live. So hear me out, Green Tea. I'm thinking... the economy is struggling with rep gains and stuff like that. You start releasing more rep anomalies around, and you could do things like that. And that would just suddenly give people a massive boost. You'd be like, okay, we need to get some people up with rep. Let's throw more of these rep economy, anomalies around. Or people are not mining enough. Maybe we throw some mining danger. Maybe they don't get as much protected cargo, but they get 5,000% mining speed. You can finish your daily in 5 minutes, but you might lose it all. Things like that are suddenly really, really cool to do. And I think that is cool stuff they can do. And that gives them another layer to influence the game live and benefit us in various different ways, which I think are really important to do. So I think there. Ramscoop says they need to add rep locks again so we can engage in other faction like the old days. Absolutely great. I know that Humble the Sea brought up that suggestion, which I think is absolutely superb, and which is really great that he brought it up. And you can, that suggestion, which is basically lock them up at each prestige tier. I think that sounds about fair, doesn't it? Which I think they need to remove all the locks. Remove all the locks? You saying, Green Tea, or add locks? Don't know why it tagged you, Nigel. Yeah, don't worry. It's all good. So remember, you can look up all the info on STFC.pro, which is fantastic. You don't have to put the V3 anymore. You just go to STFC.pro. Make feds hostile again. Oh, interesting, Green Tea. Okay, that's a good suggestion. He prefers to go that way. And that is something that's really important to see. But the Galactic Anomalies, I think, are going to benefit the game. They give us a new dynamic aspect to the game and add new things to the game. And I like the fact they can do various things. I just think they need to not just have territory, have these things forever. Like, try and balance it out with different stuff that you found it everywhere. Alice Romulan says, I found it. I scored 75k in the last Alliance tournament. That's as an Ops 31. Brilliant. Alice Romulan, there's loads of really good tasks you can do for free. However, things have changed slightly now. So you're not going to be able to do as much as you did previously, because we're about to read why that situation is slightly changed in Alliance tournaments, where there's, I think, 43 tasks they looked at, and about 25-ish they seem to have adjusted, right? And that is important to see. I enjoyed the V3, damn it. Well, Chronox doesn't. And Chronox, you will now delete the V3 forever, so Mufasa can never use it for the rest of his life. That would be amazing, and it would annoy him and please me. So that'd be amazing. Mufasa is one of the big guys. I love Mufasa for that, which is absolutely awesome. Alliance tournaments. Yes, Tech One. Okay, you're moving me on. Let me see what I can do. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely amazing. Okay, so we're going to move on to Alliance tournaments, right? So what is happening with Alliance tournaments? Let's go to the blog. Right, Alliance tournaments. Fixes from the previous release. Fixes is a very loose word. Fixes, we've been reviewing the player feedback. And loads of people have put stuff in, which is absolutely amazing. The fixes are the acquire. This is amazing for you, Floyd Davino. This has now gone to G5, which is the Epic, Borg, and Solo, and the Dominion Solo directives are now moved in 10K into G5. It allows G5 to score bigger, which means Alice and Romuland, it goes from G3 to G5. And you know how you do that, Alice? Let me show you. When you go in the game, you click on your refinery right here, Alice. There is a refinery here for your Borg tech. This one pull gives you the amount of points for that, right? For the Epic Borg Solo. And when you go to your faction one, Alice and Romuland, this double pull here in the Bajoran store gives you the ones you need here. This gives you the amount of Dominion Armada credit for that one, right? And so it goes G3. Is it removed for G3? Did you say it's removed? Did I misread it? Remember, I'm dyslexic, so you have to bear with me if I misread. Removed from G3 and include G5 as originally communicated. Sorry about that. Yeah, removed. Thank you very much for correcting me on that one. Removed from G3, including G5 as originally communicated. That's amazing. The acquire honors task, the 20K. So all 20K tasks are pay now. Just so everyone's aware, all 20K tasks are pay. Right? So let's remove that. Thank you, Sammy Stitch. See you there. It's not double. You have to have the currency. Yeah. Okay. Cool. No, I understand, Mufasa. So all 20K tasks are pay. Warzone, I know you're saying no really aggressively, but I kind of need a description. Didn't like tournaments this go around, and because of two major aspects, re-roll a task and the exact same task appears, and 4 of the same tasks appear in the same group. But despite missing some or screwing them up, I helped the Alliance and scored 120k points. It's Tavi Mosa, you have to score. Yeah, exactly. I disagree that they are all pay. Wait, no, Ghost Pepper, they've changed it. They've changed it to all pay, basically. Right? They've changed it. No. Just bear in mind. So just so you understand, and let me read up, and we'll see how it happens. Right. So the task from the previous release, Herogen, 5Ks, all that sort of stuff. The acquire 55K one, which is the one we all love, has been moved to 10,000 from 20K. So we can't even do that task anymore. Right. And that is really sad because I really love doing that task. I did it like 7 times in the last tournament, so I scored quite high. Updates to 10.K tasks. All 10.K tasks can be completed through the free-to-play, means even significant resource hoarding, or will move up to 20K point premium category. So now, the X-Borg, all of those temporal things are still there, which is amazing. Will not move. The following have moved. So now we also had the following new task called Legacy Engagements out to this group. So defeat FKR Armadas are now 10K. So Floyd, when you did it last time, they were 5K. So there you go. G3, G4, G5. You gain these. Defeat FKR Armadas, the Polygon Group Armadas, which also goes up to G6 and G7. Open Armadas, which is very interesting. That's in there. Group formation armadas, Kremlin, and group formation armadas with the Voyagers. You can do it goes from G5, G6, G7, G4, gain this, which is fantastic. And then exchange armadas for G3, G4, G5, which I think is great. Floyd, you can do those, definitely. I mean, you must have 1,000 of those G exchange armada things. The Zindis as well, which I think only go to G6, which is interesting, and so on and so forth with that one. Yes, Ghost Pepper, go ahead. Ghost Pepper? Oh, sorry. I thought you unmuted yourself for a reason.
Well, that was earlier. Sorry, I'll go back.
Yeah, no worries. Mufasa, jump on, buddy.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, right. Okay. Shockwave is asking me ridiculous things. Okay. Sorry, Shockwave. I'm not looking at your list anymore.
No, you're good. You're good. I just wanted to make sure that people had time to speak, and I noticed that Mufasa was still up there. So, but I will say this.
Oh, that was
I
ages
think
ago.
Yeah.
I'm reading the chat as we're going through, and I think some people are confused about when you're saying paid. Paid may not mean, by the way, $100 at the time of task. It may mean you needed to spend $100 or upgrade a ship to do a certain level of hostiles before that purchase as well. So I think that's where the disconnect is with some of the comments that I'm seeing.
Cool. Let's not talk about 20Ks. Put them to one side, right? So just let's focus on this. The 10K point tasks will now have these, which is absolutely great. So the list is in the blog. I don't like reading too much. Seasonal standard track reward increase. So now the seasonal task will now reward more Alliance tournament credits and 100% increase from the previous amount of 550. They will continue to award the 220 Legacy Alliance tournament credits, which is very low. More 5,000 point tasks. The number of available 5,000 point tasks is increased from 4 to 8. So remember when I said you need to visually see more on the screen? That is what's going to happen. So you're going to see 8 tasks now. So there's hopefully less to do so. The premium task duplication has been removed, which is very critical, which means you roll less of the same task again. All duplication tasks in the premium category have been removed. This is intended to ensure re-rolls provide more meaningful alternatives, so not do the Floyd Divino of getting 4 of the same thing again. The Alliance Tournament task colors, right? This is a superb idea where you get the colors. Does anyone want to see what it looks like? And let me show you. If you look at the screen, this is what it looks like in game. This is taken from Lube's video. That's been done. Oh, Michelle, thank you for subscribing tier 1. Oh, by the way, Nutella, thank you for subscribing tier 2. That'd be amazing. Let's see if we can get to that Partner Plus push. It just means extra 10% for charity, less 10% towards Twitch. But what can you see from this Lube's video of screenshot? You can see that the wave defense, rare Borg, rare all of these, and look how nicely done they are. Now, obviously, there'll be 5,000 point tasks, so this obviously was taken in a development environment, and that will be there for the first 8. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to here. Then the tasks change colors to these, then they change to these colors as they move their way through. Right? So it's much more clear. Yeah, well, Paul, I mean, it looks nice. Wait, it's showing... No. So this is a development. This is from Lube's video. This is based in-game development. We're showing you how the colors are looked at the moment. So that's how that's going to look like in-game. They're just going to be 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, and 20,000 tasks, right? Yeah, exactly. It's just to give you a visual cue of what it looks like. So nice and clear. Look at that. That will be nice to see it in a visual sense, which I think would be cool. So thank you, Lube, for doing that. Golden Kappa train has begun, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not lose out on the Golden Kappa, so I appreciate people to do so, which means you'll give you the special superstar emote of all time. Did I see Ultra Vedica's name in them? Where yes, Ultra Colors mathing. What are we using in game? It's a great idea. Yeah, Ultra Vedica is our hero. Ladies and gentlemen, have you seen the amazing Arcfall breakfast, or as I called it, Arcfall tea? Ultra Vedica ignored all my comments during that stream. I was quite upset by it. And do thought, 100 bits, 500 bits. Wow, we already got there. Susie Q22 with 500 bits. Sherlock Ohms with 100 bits. And Rage Stars with 100 bits to get us there. Thank you very much, guys. Keep us going. And the hype train continues. I appreciate all your help with regards to this. It does help us massively if we can keep this going. Skeletor gifted a tier 1 to Temerity to Zomanix, which is absolutely amazing. As we continue talking about it, keep an eye on the hype train, people. We're at level 2. We only need 1k bits. Chronox with there and 2 subs to get to the next level. You saw the task colors in there. That's really good. Loads of additions to the tournament store. They're adding the Dauntless blueprints with 10 per claim, and adding the Dauntless parts. Yes, finally, I can get the Dauntless to a high level. Common Vengeance parts, uncommon Vengeance parts, rare Vengeance parts, and epic Vengeance parts. They're adding the mining XP and the really good one, Primal Plaza. That Surge research is freaking amazing. I almost swore then. It's freaking amazing. That's the one to go for. Yes, Shockwave Prime while I watch the hype train. Go ahead.
Are they removing Odo and Ezreal or and Jesdia Dax from the legendary currency? That's the question on everyone's mind.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a question there, but I don't see any update with regards to that. Hopefully, they will consider that as a move because it just seems really silly for them to be there. I love this. What I don't like is they haven't told me what the number is, so I'm hoping I can claim 4,000 so I can do a research. Ascension particles, which means you as a G3 and G4 can now catch up by getting these. These are very valuable for you to do so, to catch up on that research, and that is really amazing. The following items will be reduced prices and moved to the Master League, to the Adept League. So now you can claim these, and they're reducing prices for that, and that is really important to see. So I think important, Vengeance parts of our Legacy tourney credits, not Legendary Legacy tournament credit, not Legacy. Thank you very much, Mufasa. That capital letter caught my eye, so I appreciate that one for this. These three are now dropped in price, which are very good. If I were you, if you're a G6 moving to G7, this one is the first one you need to aim for. Go really hard on this. Then go hard on the Romulan Ale and leave that one to last, right? So those are the three in that order, which are very critical for you. I like the fact the UI is going to get a color change as well, and these are the things that are getting updated. The 20k tasks now are going to be like, you need a pack really to do them, unless you're very lucky with some of the stuff you have left, because they moved the free one. The Borg Suppressor one now requires a Borg Sphere, so if you don't have the Borg Sphere, you can't do it. And Crazy says, I want my first place in Master League avatar. Well, Crazy, you get a first place in my heart. How's that? Well, actually, Colby has a first place in my heart. You can have second place, Crazy. Well, actually, no, that's someone else. You can have, well, no, actually, maybe that fourth. Well, actually, let me think about it. Seventh. Wait, Crazy, I can give you, 48th. There you go. You're 48th in my heart. There you go. That's a win. There's a badge in there. Clearly, Camel says he's second. No. Camel's got to go way down that list. I don't want him anywhere near where Colby is. Oh, dear God. That's dangerous that it is. The man's too handsome. You have a spot of undetermined play. It sounds like I get... You get, in quotation marks, sort of a scrap down. But yeah, those are great additions to the store. We've always wanted the Dauntless. That's going to help speed the Dauntless with that. But these are the tasks that you guys can see in the Alliance tournament. There's loads of updates. Obviously, the daily login's gone to where it is now. So where's the daily login, as people ask me? Well, let me tell you where it is. The daily login now, if you look into the game, you go to the events, and you go, oh my God, where's my daily login, FMF? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Look how cute it is. And just to be sure, you get very good parts for this. But just to be 100% sure, you still get your 360 de-sealing rods, so you're not losing out on that one. Pitchforks for selectable Officer Depot token to return. Omega Prime, I'm with you. All of Officer Depot tokens got to return just to give us all a choice. See what happens when you give players a choice. They'll spend more money. So Scopely or any Scopely employees or anybody that ever listens to this. Oh, 30 seconds left on the hype train. Thank you so much, whoever caught that one. Kevin's, thank you so much, Just Kevin, for that one. Thank you so much, Skella, for doing that. You got us out to that level, Just Kevin. I almost got terrified and got lost out. MJ Hat is supposed to be on this, but he's not watching anything anymore. I've lost faith in MJ Hat. That's a joke. That's a joke. I'm not blaming him. What are you going to exactly. He's in Kentucky, Fried Kentucky. So 4 minutes, 30 seconds, 4 subs. There you go. That's what the daily login screen is, which I think is quite cool. I think it's better than having this UI. What? Wait, why is this still here? What? Why is that even? What? Why is this? Why is this engaged thing still here? Anyway, I hope this will disappear tomorrow. An update for people to the auto join. So the faction auto join. Where is it? Where is it? It's in your daily events here. When you press auto join, it joins now. It's not working today because you need to press auto join today for it to reset tomorrow with dailies. You can manually do it, right? So you just need to make sure that auto join is on and to do so. That's really annoying that it does that every time. Hopefully that will be fixed. So just you're aware, if you put auto join, it will reset at your daily reset tomorrow in the morning, right? So that's really important for people to figure out and to do so. That's cool. Tech ones, let me read a few of the comments in there. We got 3 minutes, 30 seconds left on this hype train with 4 subs to go to get us to the next level. It's a golden kappa, so you get some good stuff. GG, lost faith of the hat. No, I would never do that. Ruby, I have faith in you and cyberpunkness. The way you play is really good. You didn't update your mod. I don't have the mod, Paul. Oh my God, that's controversial to say, isn't it? MJ Hat, I don't install the mod. You're not going to believe it.
I use the mod.
Yeah.
I use the mod.
Yeah, I just, I don't install the mod.
Openly, willingly.
Yeah, exactly.
I
So
love it.
now I can save those pull for future of it. Bad change. What are you talking about? Green tea. Sorry, I may have missed it at the moment of time. I'd love to know, so we can see we can help out with that one. Tech and Tech One brings a good point to McShiz and has a chat here, and then it's a secondary task. I enjoy it. It doesn't work today. You don't say, "Oh yeah, I know, maybe tomorrow." That's a great little quality of life upgrade. I love that. That's adding in there. Love Zen, thank you for gifting the community, gifting a tier 1 sub to the channel. That's really appreciative of you to do so. It's getting us really closer. We need 2 subs, so 700 bits to get to the next level. We got 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. We do think if people can sub on their own. I don't know if anyone's got any resubs that are coming up. Please make sure you press on the See It resub button. I have 1 more month. It's so hard to do it 3 months in a row. We are inches away. I don't want to lose out on this opportunity. So please come in and do so with that one, which I think is really great. So that's the updates that we have seen into the Alliance tournament with that and with the hostile kill counter, which I think is a very, very good idea and keeps us going. And the Battle Pass rewards have been rebalanced for G3 and G4. Mufasa, how are the rebalancing of the Battle Pass awards for G4? And Ghost Pepper as well. Mufasa, I'll let you go first. How's the rebalancing going with the Battle Pass? Go ahead.
All right, so I actually enjoy what they did because originally we did not have Twitch tokens in G4, and now we do.
Yeah.
And we actually have them in G3 as well. I went and checked on that with a friend and also with an older account.
Great.
So the fact that G3 and G4 both have the ability to have Twitch tokens really helps them out in their progression because they can actually target how to progress. So with that, I mean, I wasn't personally excited about the changes with like the building materials getting added in there.
Yes.
But I can see how your average player, your normal player, would benefit from that because they won't be stockpiling and they'll be growing with them as they progress.
Yeah.
So overall, I mean, it's a great change on the Battle Pass for G3 and G4.
Yeah, that's amazing, and it's good to hear. And thank you very much, Cottontail, for resubscribing. D Camel, thank you for giving out 2 subs to keep us going. I really appreciate you, buddy, and keeping us going on with this Golden Kappa train. I always think my hype trains are really low, so I appreciate you guys for doing so and to do that. Remember, it all goes to charity, Cancer Research UK for this month. I have survived thanks to them. So I owe them a lot. I'd love to give them a really big thing. And also, I'd love to just get to Partner Plus. Yeah, beans. No, I had beans this morning, Paul. It was disgusting. And then, you know what happens with beans, Ghost Pepper? You know what happens with beans, right?
I'm sure you're going to, as long as you're not sharing. Like.
No, you just fart a lot when you have beans.
Yes, you're musical fruit. I'm glad you're several thousand miles away.
Yeah,
having
exactly.
Beans for breakfast.
But it's all right. I'm trying to get rid of it all before Kolb's comes the week after next. So,
Poor Colby.
Yeah. No, poor Colby. Well done, Nigel. Just like that. no, poor Colby. Well done, Nigel. Yes, Ghost Pepper. What do you think?
For breakfast over there?
What's that? Sorry, for breakfast? Beans? I don't want beans for breakfast.
Yeah, beans.
I use beans to give me a bit of an oomph, if you know what I mean. An oomph.
It helps him get up.
That means something else in the UK compared to the US. Or
Okay, well, never mind.
Just that. Well, yes, Battle Pass, please. Ghost Pepper, Mufasa, Mufasa phrasing exactly. Sherlock Holmes. Yes. So yes, what do you think of the Battle Pass for G3, G4s now? That what you're seeing so far?
I agree with everyone. Like, I'm glad the choice tokens are back. Because it was very heavy on resources before for us. I'm glad that they started putting in building parts and crew, but it's not what I need. And that one of the points I was making when I remembered what I was going to say was that is probably pretty player specific. I think even Mufasa touched on it with, it might be helpful for some, some of these building parts, but my buildings are maxed out. Like, well, not right this second. I have to go level them all up now, but
amazing.
But I keep them maxed out, so that's not something I need. And then the ship parts, some of them are helpful, but not all of them. It's not helping me when I need rare, and they're only giving common or things like that. And the officer for us right now is Borg Hugh.
Yes.
I'm almost maxed it. So it's like, okay, great. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. I'll finish it out, but it's not super helpful. So I like the idea of what they're doing to help G4 level players get these things. I just wish there's other things I need. I need more augment stuff. I need more other ship parts than what they've put in. So, that's my only take on it, but I like that they made that effort.
Yeah, and the
It's
choice
just
tokens pay out a lot as well. And they are really we'll show you the maths on it. It's
Yeah,
quite
I
considerable amount. Yeah.
right, and I'm not overly concerned on the choice tokens. Right now I don't have a MAT or an RSS problem, so it's okay, fine. I'm glad it's there, but it's not the end of the world for me. I wasn't a huge proponent either way for that.
Yeah, which is
But
absolutely
that's my
amazing. I'm just going to jump in. 5 sub, 1 minute left to get us through the level 5. Please help us out with that one. Ghost Pepper, you are right. And then Benny Hills goes, that's where a player choice battle pass would help, so people can make choices on what they need to get. 5 subs. We got 50 seconds left to finish this hype train, to get it to level 5. But yeah, the upgrade and the choice tokens. Alice and Romuland, you need to use those upgrades to your benefit. Use the things you need to upgrade the things you need, and that it will be a very important thing for you to do and to keep it going. Where do you do this subscription? So Warspite, just go on to Twitch and you can subscribe. Captain Chris Spike, thank you so much for your 5 gifted. Keeps us going with the hype train. I appreciate you, buddy, for doing so. That's really cool. I appreciate that to keep us going, which is absolutely amazing. If anyone wants to tip to the charity itself, I can give you a tax relief as well if any of you need the paperwork for that. If you go to exclamation point tip and then tip it to the business account of that one, and we can make that work. So Warspite, just go on to that. Oh, August Valkyrie, thank you so much for your 5 gifted as well. That keeps us going and keeps us there. Yes, Shockwave Prime, jump on in and we'll go back to Ghost Pepper.
As we start wrapping up here, one of the things that I wanted to just say, just in closing thoughts, we do, I want to go back and touch on something that KJ said.
Yeah.
Because I think it's worth repeating. KJ usually brings up good points, and this was no exception.
Yeah.
I think that there should be something that's given to the players in response to the missing ship. What are they going to do? And I've seen back earlier in the show, I saw several comments from players like Rage. I think even another panelist had said something as well. And honestly, what I'd like to see them give for G6 and G7 for the eligible players, this isn't obviously something that you need to comp everybody because not everyone was going to be eligible for the ship. But G6 and G7 players, I think, do 20 shards or so of Cat Spock. I think that's appropriate. Just to say, hey, thanks for working with us as we go through this. And that brings me to the one point I wanted to bring up about the $100 battle pass.
Yes.
The $100 battle pass, in my opinion, I was talking with Moose and several others at the beginning of before the show and throughout the day. And the $100 battle pass is simply not worth $100. They took, and I get it. This time I'm not blaming them.
Yeah.
They pulled an audible and took the ship parts or whatever was going to be for the Reaver, which was probably going to be a couple thousand ship parts or whatever, a couple hundred ship parts and things like that. They took those out, so it devalued the pack. So, and they just didn't have time to replace it. So I get it. But just so everyone is clear, the $99.99 battle pass, in my opinion, definitely not worth it. You're good with the $20.
Yeah.
And that's just a call out I wanted to make because you all had kind of touched on it earlier, but just so everyone knows, I don't think that it's one of those things. I don't think it's one of those types of things where this month they hit the mark. I think they missed the mark. And like I said, it's only because they pulled everything related to the ship out of the battle pass.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I wanted to send off as
let's hope.
Go ahead.
Let's hope they come in and they go, well, here you go, guys. Here is a little booster for the people that bought the $100 pack as a thank you for the stuff they do. So that is really, let's hope. We can only hope. We got 1 minute and 30 seconds left on this hype train. 2 subs to get us to the next level, which would be amazing. So hopefully that should be something that they can look into and do so. Yes, KJ, jump in, buddy. I've just seen your hand up. Yeah, go ahead.
Mine is not anything Star Trek related.
Oh, God.
I gave away those Pika Messies on your channel as well as on DJ's channel.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to thank everyone. I got a couple DMs that they really liked them.
Great.
3 people have ordered additional Pika Messies.
Oh, nice.
So I just want to thank everyone for that. And I think there's still 4 codes on yours and 9 codes on DJ's available if anybody still wants one.
Yeah, no, or anybody can get either of each one. Yeah, so please do help our KJ banditsprintden.com to.
I mean, they're free. I actually lose a little bit because of the packaging, but
Yeah.
they're free. I just want to give a couple away. So
Yeah,
thank you so much for everyone for the positive response. I appreciate the kind words.
Yeah, absolutely lovely. Yeah, and ladies and gentlemen, that is KJ in sales mode. I never thought I'd ever hear a nice word coming out of him, but there it is. I've heard it for the first time. So that's kindness. But no, we do support him. We love him. We've always supported him here, and it's absolutely really imperative to do so. Let me show you guys the very last bit, which is the Prime Vault enhancements. The upgrade on these, if you get it from the Battle Pass, when you purchase a Battle Pass, is where you get the vaults for it. But as we said on the podcast, there will be a free-to-play path for them in a couple of Arcfall's time. So if you don't wish to get them, you can get them a couple of Arcfall's time. So let me show you in-game. If you go into the research of in-game, so in a couple of Arcfall times, a free-to-play path will be available. Jules Verne managed to give us the exclusive with regards to that, and that'll be something to have a look forward to. But they're right in the middle here. You could see them as they appear. There they are. The ones I would go for is obviously this one. This is the key one, but your 6,000 gives you a couple of levels of this, or so on and so forth. There's a lot of very good research to do so. And I think that gives you a bit of protection, which I think is very, very important for people to be aware of as well. So we got 3 minutes left on the hype train with 7 subs to go with the Golden Kappa, and that is really important to do so. If you can subscribe on your own dime, that would be amazing, would help me out. I just need to hit this month's target, and then we can give 10% more to charity just because of that. And then, it's much help from that one. We are trying to hit a sub goal. And Colby and I will be singing we will film, or we'll do it live, a live version of the SNW song where, I'll sing the male parts, you'll sing the female parts. I thought I mentioned that just in case. I wouldn't buy those... which are a 9K protected cargo of your Ready Millions or protection if someone forgot a few zeros off those primes. Yeah, fair enough. Thank you very much. Ascendancy, good point. I think maybe the Sigma one gives you 6 million, I think is the thing what Joel said in the podcast, which I think is very valuable to do. I must have listened to that podcast 350,000 times as I was trying to edit out everything about the ship, which wasn't fun. As we got 20 seconds left on this ad break and finishing off with that one. But the Prime Vaults, I think, are very, very good. Don't forget on those. If the ship comes out in time, we will be doing that. We will. Can you please sing the female part? I would. Red Rum, if you really want me to do it, I'd be happy for it. I'll tell you what, right? If we reach my sub goal for this month, right, which is... I'll sing the female part. I'll sing both parts and let Colby do both as well. And you can choose who's better in them. We'll have a sing-off, which I think would be hilarious. If we can do that. But the sub goal is very high, so there's no way you'll hit it. But, we need another... Oh, my God. No one's going to hit that. 300 and... Yeah, 300 and... What's it called? 368 subs. Yeah, we're never hitting that. That's not going to happen. Yeah, if you hit 368 extra subs, then maybe 1 minute left on the hype train anyway. 1 minute left and 7 subs to get us there. If you can get us there, that'll be amazing because it'll be good timings for marbles as well, which would be really great for people to do so. I think any last final thoughts that people want to get in? I think it was a very good stream. We've gone through the arc. We've seen the things that we can do so, and now we can give away more stuff. If you guys wait till tomorrow, I'm going to release some lovely exclusives. Colby's got a brand collab that I'm just getting the approvals for the designs to put in from her side, and I think they'll be very, very cool. 30 seconds left on the hype train, 7 subs to go to get us there. Anything you can do that. which would be great stream as always, Lady Batu. Keep staying here. Don't give up on me just yet. And we need as much as possible to get there. I'm about to do marbles for giveaways. If we can keep that hype train going, that would be amazing. If we can't keep that hype train going, I completely understand as well, which would be amazing. We can keep... Oh my God, Captain Chris Pike with 10 gifted keeps it going. Oh my God, you always give me hope. You always give me hope, Chris Pike. I love you for it. I always worry that, you know, people are not going to do those things. But I really appreciate you for doing so, because what it does, it gives me a chance to be able to give as much as possible. Cancer Research UK have made me survive. I owe them a lot. And I want to give them a big sort of thing, you know, a big sort of donation, especially on our behalf. So if anyone wants to do exclamation point tip, I can give you a tax relief as well, depending where you are in the world, if you need it as well for that one, which is why we do it that way around. But if the most important thing is to hit the Partner Plus, it's you could have Flood of Dinos, one lucky SOB. Hey, Flood, I got to win at something. Do you know what I mean? Like, we can't all be like, you know, legends and icons like we have on the stage, like Ghost Pepper, Shockwave Prime, KJ, and so, you know, Mufasa and MJ Hat. So those are great people. He's winning 80. Well, we'll see how he's winning. And with that one, MJ Hat, if you look at there, let's give a shout out to MJ Hat, who's absolutely amazing. I always forget to give him a shout out because there's no other mods that we have around. So he's absolutely superb. There he is. It pops on the screen. He's a great guy. Make sure you follow him, support him, and do all that sort of stuff towards him. But yeah, if we can hit the sub goal, which is there's no way we're hitting it, that I will, you know, do way more. And if we can hit the Warside, thank you so. 10 gifted. Wow, that's really kind. If we hit the super duper sub goal, I might even do a face reveal. But that's no one in the history of their mind will ever hit that sub goal. That's like over 1,000 plus away from doing that one, and there's a reason.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is that sub goal? What is that? Do you have a number that you want to associate with that, or
yeah? So it needs to hit 2,500 subs, which is never going to happen.
2,500.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Never ever going to hit that.
Okay.
There's absolutely no chance in hell it's going to hit that. And there's a deliberate reason why is that. You know, I'd rather not sit here with a bloody light on my face and try and do stuff. So that's the only reason. But if you really want it, that it would take that much, and then Colby and I will appear together on it as well. So it'll be loads of fun. But we're never going to hit that. So, and also, all of it goes to charity. Number one thing for me is it all goes to charity. That's the most important thing. It's Cancer Research UK are being amazing. Don't never say never. Michelle, they're not going to hit it. Like, we're at, what's it, 600, and you want to get to, you're like 1,900 away. Yeah, it's just never going to happen. Absolutely not going to happen. Not that I want people to hit it. Please don't hit it. Like, it's not worth hitting it. It's not worth seeing this noggin for that. 12 subs and 3 minutes left to get us there. But with that, hold RB. No, hold RB. Sojim, don't bankrupt yourself. It's not worth the pain. I can tell you that. It's like...
Do it.
No one's going to do 1,000 bomb. No one. And even do the 1,000 bomb, it doesn't even get you close. Lady Patu's gifted one. I just want people to subscribe on their own just to get us the Partner Plus goal. I think that is the most important thing for that. But that was a great stream. That was a great stuff. So let's move on and let's go to Marbles, where KJ will finally win. Today's the day. KJ has promised us a victory in Marbles, ladies and gentlemen. He said this is the chance that he's finally going to win. KJ has called it ages ago.
No, I have not.
Yeah,
no,
he's going to win it. And every time KJ appears on this, let's go exclamation point play into the chat. You can use one of these marbles. You can put exclamation point play space 1, space 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 if you want something a little bit different. Come on in. Here we go. Level 9 of the hype train. 11 subs or 5.2k bits. Everything is really useful to get. And it's a golden cap as well, which I think is wicked. Let's go exclamation point play. What a stream that was. Loads of positivity. KJ is a legend now, Nigel. No, Crisito.
Crisito's here. Shit.
Crisito, come on stage, please, Crisito. We need you here. Crisito, I had to humor him. Am I allowed to humor him? Oh, wow. 50 gifted by Warsight. Wow, Warsight with 50. My God, you are so kind, my friend.
More.
Wow, Warsight with 50 gifted. That is unreal. God.
You guys heard him.
No.
2,500 for a face reveal.
Oh my.
Let's get it done,
it's
people.
Not gonna happen.
You know how to do it.
No.
Just press that little button.
No.
Yep.
100 bits by Ascendancy. Come on in, people. Exclamation point play. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. Let's give away. We will give away battle passes on Sunday, so don't worry. There's a lot of giveaways on Sunday. But today we'll give away a mug from STFCbriefings.com. That I would wait till tomorrow to see the new reveals because Colby's collab is with a quite high profile thing. Stuff like that. And we're talking to, LV as well with regards to collabing with them. There's a few designs that have been approved, but the Colby and Nigel collection is out on the site if you guys wish to have a look. But you can get the Nigel Rovers Briefings collection as well, which is also there. Crisito is in. He's made it in. Everyone in X-Switch Point Play, X-Switch Point Play.
So if I start to win, you cannot broadcast it.
Okay,
because that way Crisito will kill me.
No, I'll bring it up. I won't bring it up. I'll try and say something else. Okay, 10 seconds left. Here we go. 9, 8, 7. Let's see how we get on. And on the hype train, we got 24. Oh yeah, 24 subs is too far. 24 subs away to get us to the next level, or 11k bits. Here we go. The race begins, and here we go. KJ is not in the lead. He's right behind. He doesn't even do anything. Crisito with 100 bits. Ascendancy's pre-100 bits of leaded, and Murphy cheered with 1 bit, one tiny bit. Psychic Duck's taking a huge lead. He's worked his way through. X-Force has gone in there. Psychic Duck's working in there. So, and then X-Force is at 100 bits has sent him into a frenzy. And here we go. And then there's a man that we don't talk about has suddenly taken the lead, Crisito. I don't know who that person is. For some strange reason, he's gone way ahead. And Crisito with yet another 100 bits. Susie Q with another 100 bits. Send us a crowd. Mufasa got iced. Rage Starve got killed. And then Mufasa just died. Evil XP just died. Beachwell just died. Dodomo just died. And then Crocus Maximum just got iced in every way possible. Let's keep it going, people. And we're keeping it going. Here we go. What a race this is. It's absolutely exciting in every way possible. And here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're still there on the hype train. It keeps us going. So we are on 23 subs to get us in there. Warspite, thank you for unbelievable generosity. It means the world to do so. Look at that race. D Camel, we're trying to watch him. Broken Wolf is working straight through his little hat, trying to get there. What a race this is. There's a chance to do so. Suzy Q22 and Ascendancy just died. But then, out of nowhere, Just Kevin is miles behind. He's working his way through. As we're looking down there, Lord Iscaran is now looking that he's getting into the lead. Lord Iscaran looking he might get a win here if he keeps himself though. You can see him in the background. We're watching Just Kevin as that's happening. The battle is in there. And there he is. Lord Iscaran takes a huge lead. He's about to go to the finish line. Is anyone going to stop him? And then we got there. We've got 2 minutes left on the hype train with 23 subs to go. Lord Iscaran's getting in there. Lord Iscaran works his way through. Lord Iscaran's about to win. Lord Iscaran wins. Lord Iscaran wins. You win a mug from STFCbriefing.com. And KJ.
Congratulations.
And KJ, Crisito finished second. Crisito finished second.
Crisito freaking finished second. Unbelievable.
Let's get a prediction up, please, MJ Hat. Let's get a prediction up. KJ, you can get some mic drops as well. This will be amazing and a chance to do so. Well done. Crisito with second. Forgotten Sec third. Skeletor fourth. Yop Lobster fifth. Lord Iscaran, you know what to do. DM me, my lovely friend. If you like any of the Colby Nigel.
Second place is the first loser.
Oh my God.
But you know what's even better?
Yes.
KJ died.
Ha! KJ died. That was absolutely amazing. All right, predictions are up, and we got 1 minute left on the hype train, so I'm trying to rush this through. X-Fish Point Play, let's go, let's go, let's go. Anyone can get us there. It's 22 subs. It's miles off, isn't it? That's never going to happen. Okay, 1 minute left on the hype train.
Can I see the ending hole, please?
Oh. Where is it? There you go. There you go, KJ. I've given you a far away look. It's a glimpse. There we go. Come on in, people. X-Fish Point Play. Don't miss out. Don't miss out.
It's a jumper.
That's cheating.
Captain Chris Pike with 25. A 25 bomb by Chris Pike.
Base reveal. Base reveal.
It's not. We're never gonna get there. Like it's. I know we're never gonna get. Like I don't want people to hit it.
You can keep saying never.
No, it's no.
I know you don't. I know you don't, and it's okay. But people want to hit it, Nigel. No, that's the key.
They're not gonna hit it. We're so far away. It's unreal. Like it's yeah. No, and I appreciate people's generosity. It's gonna be for charity anyway. So the important thing, Captain Chris Pike keeps us going with this one, which is absolutely amazing. X-Fish Point Play. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. Let's go. And the predictions have been done. So KJ's made a prediction. It could be big, could be small. Good thing is, Crisito, are you ready to showcase KJ? Will KJ win one? That's the big question that everyone's been asking for quite a long time.
No, not when Crisito's here. I need Crisito to go to work or something.
It's just like, no, he is at work. He just wants to ensure that there is some great things in there. Here we go. Press start. Come on in. X-Switch Point Play. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. You can win merchandise from STFCbriefings.com. A mug. You can choose any mug you like. And one's from your show, your merch. section in the Discord is also available as well. They're just hidden for now as I'm working there. Agonor, you made it in. Here we go. And the race begins. What's going to happen here? Here we go. Let's see what's happening. 100 bits by Crisito. Sends himself into a little bit of a boost. Oh, and everyone's avoided the bomb, but then everyone just exploded themselves out of nowhere. Just uptick of absolute insanity. Let's go, let's go, let's go. The race continues. Loads of people have died. Martok just died. John Deere got restarted. Goofy died. John Jones just got dingled. Susie Q22 with 100 bits to get us going. Albatron, you just died. Holy Hoya just died. Ghost Pepper just died. How about you go cut nothing with that one, Ghost Pepper? Here we go. MJ Hat just died. And KJ died. Maflat just died. That's really sad. KJ died. So the race is now wide open for everyone else. KJ, you just died to death. It's really sad. It was lovely.
I was watching my balls.
Well, yeah, that's what I always do. I watch my balls, and then I realize that's probably not a good way to see. But we keep it going. 5 minutes later. Jakers Gray is in there, and you can see that little Peachy's trying to get ahead, working her way through. Also, Nigel, where is the cut U line? No, I'm not going to say that to you, Ghost Pepper. I'm scared. You might actually do me. And Sniper with 10 gifted to get us really even close to get us to the next level. That's really kind of you, Sniper, with 10 gifted. Thank you so much for gifting out with that one. We are now 16 subs away, 8k bits to get us to finish a level 13 Hive Train. I don't even think what the record is. The record is not far away. Professor Was and Dark Phoenix. 15, was it? Is that where it is? I can't remember. That's amazing. Professor Was and Dark.
Kappa train.
Who what?
I mean, What if we break the record, Nigel? What are we going to do if we break the record here? Because we're not far off.
Yeah, well, I mean, if we break the record, we might move the merchandise to jackets, which I'm releasing a brand new set of jackets soon. We can do that as well for people, or T-shirts and jackets, or a combo of a T-shirt and a mug combo. Things like that can happen. You can even get a bucket hat. You can get a signed Colby thing as well. We can do 1 minute 30 seconds left on the hype train. 16 subs to go. Professor Was looks like Professor Was. You just had to go through the thingy. John Jones, you won. John Jones is the winner. Captain Chris Pike, second place. And let's see how many finishes there are. Third is Dark Phoenix.
Speaking of Colby, she never ordered a dog.
Yeah, I think she hated what she saw in the store. No, I'm kidding. She didn't hate what she saw, so I'm going to remind her. Remind me to remind her again. I would never do that to you, KJ. You're good. Siggy, you just finished. Deke Camel looks like he's going to be 6th. No, he doesn't. He can't even finish on his own. He can't even finish his own hole. You see what I did there? Can't even finish in his own hole.
Oh my.
Oh my. John Jones, and the amount of finishers is 5. John Jones, you are the winner. Exchange point is scored into the chat. Click on me.
I won the prediction.
And for the right-hand side, click on my name.
4
See
to
how it is.
6. No.
Okay, here we go. 40 seconds left on the hype train. 16 subs to go. And there is a few winners on that one. John Jones, you're great. So while the hype train's going, we'll continue doing the marbles race. Exchange point play. Let's go. We remember we're giving away 5 battle passes on Sunday. So wait for you. Make sure you come to Sunday stream. Get as many people to come as possible for the battle passes for this arc, and we'll have a look and see whether the ship will be available. If the ship is available, we might give away 1 ship as a possibility. We can do
15 seconds, 16 subs.
Yeah, 15 seconds, 16 subs. Go. Here we go. Exchange point play. Yeah, it's all right. We've done really well. We never go. This is a very good level for us. It's absolutely amazing. Exchange point play. Here we go. And you can now preload if you want. And we're about to finish the Golden Kappa. Play 25. You can play 6 and 7 and all there. Thank you so much, guys. Lovely run on the hype train. All of it is really cool. Thank you so much for your generosity. 100 bits. Crisito's preloaded. Crisito's preloaded because he doesn't want KJ to even win. Remember, that's a normal hype train. I think another hype train would kick off potentially after that. Here we go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. John Jones, Nemesis, you made it in. John Jones, don't forget to DM me and see what you can win. Here we go. What a race. The race begins. And they go past the straight line into the roundabout of doom. Joe Watson, and what an explosion just happened and caused absolute havoc. Moosey got no gravity. Moose, you're just flying through the L. Susie Q22 with 100 bits to throw into a frenzy. Martuk's in there. X-Force with another 100 bits to send us across. Darksmith, E11E is battling there with Sporting Gimp. Oh my God, what a name that is. And there he is. The person that we don't speak about is right in there in that group. That person that we don't even know exists is kind of in here. What am I saying? I was like, I don't know what else to say. E1 and E1 and E Cruzito.
Oh, look, cute Cruzito.
And
Thanks,
E1 and E just
Cruzito,
got
for the
swapped, and suddenly he missed KJ, and KJ's right behind everybody. He's working his way through. We're watching KJ now. Can KJ do it? This is absolutely amazing. KJ's right there into the lead. KJ wants to win this in every way possible. He's kind of in there in like a group setting, trying to cause some havoc. Omega J with 50 bits to give himself a minor boost, and he then throws Den Walker's got Crocus Maximus Panaman, and X-Force with 100 bits to get us in there. Cruzito another 100 bits. Murder just got swapped with TJK. Cruzito just got a boom boost. LEOLs, he got thrusted. Ghost Pepper died again. What a shame. I'm kidding, Ghost Pepper. E11, we're watching you there. Sniper is taking a huge lead. He's gone way ahead. Is people going to battle their way through? Come on in, people. Don't miss out. Albatron and Sniper, they're all battling in there. Let's see what's going to happen. Abs and Sniper, they're right next to each other. Abs has just got the eyeball. The eyeball sort of marble is in there. Let's see how we can go. The battle continues. Cottontail is working his way through. He's getting closer. Is anyone going to get us in there? Here we go. Sniper's got a chance here. Omega Prime, you've got a chance as well. And Albatron. It is a difficult finish though, MJ. It's not going to be easy for people to finish this one. It could be quite exciting. Is Omega J is getting in there. Sniper looks like he's going to take the lead. Cottontail just died. Sniper's worked his way around the roundabout. Omega J, Albatron. Sniper's got a chance here. Is his RNG improved? Is RNG going to be good? Is Sniper's RNG? He hasn't got enough pace though. I don't know if he's going to finish. Oh, he's going really slow. Sniper misses. Sniper missed. And Studio 506 DME. Congratulations, Studio 506. You are the winner of an STFC Briefings mug. Thank you so much, everybody, for generosity. If you can sub on your own, sorry for plugging. I really could do with hitting the Partner Plus. It's a 10% extra to the charity. Which that means that Cruzito died. Okay, absolutely amazing. And KJ is always happy when Cruzito dies and does that through. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. That was a great stream. We will talk more about some details. We'll probably have more details about stuff. Studio 506, don't forget to DM me and see where we can go to. Guys, I appreciate you all for such a wonderful things. Colby would be back with us, which would be amazing. I would love to throw an absolutely monster raid here to cause some absolute havoc. And the person we're going to go to is someone really cool. Let's go to Chad Bro Chilling and give him the numbers and everything that he deserves for that one. Chad is such a great guy. Let's support him, guys, big time. And let's.
Is that Ghostface guy?
And so sorry, and who?
Is that Ghostface guy where only his eyes and lips show?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, not Ghostface guy. But also, guys, let's give him loads of son of us in the chat. Loads of son of us. Throw them in there. Cause some havoc. Then you can move in to the people you can go to after that. Let's support Chat Bro Chilling. Give him the numbers. It's Arcfall. Allow someone different to doing it, and that would be amazing. We want to support really good people. That helps us out with doing so. Thanks again. And just remember, on Sunday, we'll be giving away 5 battle passes. Don't miss out. So follow the channel. If you can, go to YouTube, !YT, go to the YouTube, follow us in that YouTube channel. If I can get to 1,000 free subs, that'd be amazing. That'd be great. All right. Until next time, live long, stay tuned. See you later. See you on Sunday. Goodbye.